Previously on Big Bad Evil Game, Dopey and Sneezy, two duergar under the employ of Kalambakal, meet our adventurers. They divulge that Kay's son Sunius is not as bad as his father. Perhaps he can be reasoned with. Nothing salacious happens with the Grey Dwarves. Yet. Meanwhile, above ground, Sir Bixby hands over Kalambakal's incriminating documents to his superior, Sir Dinand. Edrian and Alister stay in the floating wizard tower to learn about how they can close the portal to the River Styx. Alister also teleports briefly to Vestavia to enhance the mechanical fish with Martin Heedlock. Valyra reunites with her dwarven contact Malata at the Red Shoe Inn, informing her that Edrian is dead. Malata sees right through Valyra's lie and attacks. Valyra criticals Malata twice, but Malata ultimately drops Valyra. Sasha arrives just in time to avenge her companion and kill the evil dwarf.
Kill dead.
They went tit for tit.
Tit, nothing salacious.
It's a better recap than it could have been.
That it could have been?
You didn't say dick once?
Well,
last week, and I was scared how many times I was going to make it in there.
They want
Way to
YouTube
go.
to flag us. Austin secret.
Nice sprinkledinas.
What about Brittany?
Brittany might be in the background and she can hear us right now.
We're back. We're live. Yeah, you guys also had well, you guys were taking like kind of a week off to learn about portal closing, to do some other stuff. Valyra
Yeah.
found out.
Yeah. Valyra knows who killed her mom and dad. Set the
Oh.
house on fire.
Helps.
And she's right here in town.
Yes.
And she might show up on screen.
Oh, ooh.
Traitor.
Sir Bixby's on screen in the playground.
Look
It's like a little boy with a mustache.
I just get my pudding cup.
The children that are legally allowed to drink.
True. What was the last note you had?
I can't bring Carl to help.
I mean, you could.
Nakia mentions there's a teleportation circle in Summergill.
Yep.
Sasha
True.
picked up delicate, dangly moonstone earrings for Ashoka, and then I was considering volunteering at the Temple of Helm to get Carl accustomed because I don't want to bring him to hell.
Oh, that's right. And you got inspiration for donating to the Temple of Helm. Nobody else did.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't there.
That's right. You were in the floating wizard tower.
Yep.
Yeah, you were dead.
Presumably.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and then before that, we were just gonna relax and rest,
Mm-hmm.
and Alister and Edrian were practice portal training.
Leviosa. Did y'all want to wait until the week is up? Or is there something else you want to do? Valyra said you don't care about the elves right now. Or do you?
I don't think it's worth going after the elves right now when we haven't finished up what we're currently doing
Mhm.
with a split party.
Just in case the demons do, loose hell, at least she can fight the demons, and then we'll handle her.
What does the elf lodge do here? Because the
Just,
dwarven lodge was, they made, they were traders and
Trade,
kind of
yeah.
cornering
Right.
them. Do the elves just like sit around and smoke opium?
That typical elf stuff.
For all I know.
They frolic and prance.
Where the spice trade started.
Yeah. I don't think you ever asked the elves what they do. Okay.
He's never been to the Elf Lodge.
I guess it's time to go to the elf lodge.
Maybe it is. Sir Bixby of the Towerstone Knights.
Mhm.
Would you like to go post haste?
I think normal haste.
Okay.
Did Valyra go in the Elf Lodge last time?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
She was unconscious last
We were attacked
Mhm.
just before. Yep.
Yeah. Then Sasha healed her.
Mhm.
Yes. Is Sir Bixby going alone?
I'll tag along.
Yeah. I'll
I think Sir Bixby. Did you? With your cloak.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, but
Yeah, you're at full health.
I thought you did healing word on Sasha.
You did.
yeah.
That got her off the ground. And
That's right.
Opened her eyes anyway.
Yes. To the Elf Lodge with Valera.
Well, come on, Carl. We're gonna go for a walk now.
You going to the Elf Lodge too?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. At the Elf Lodge, doors closed. But do you want to knock on it?
Sure.
Secret elven knock.
I will use the common halfling knock.
Is
It's
Why not the uncommon halfling knock?
the undercommon.
Did you hear one?
I don't know
I
undercommon.
don't know if it was cat or something.
There are
I'm
children.
not an under halfling.
Are there under halflings?
Probably.
Because you got Duergar, you got this Verkneblin, you got the Drow.
I don't think there canonically are a mechanically distinct race of halflings that live in the Underdark.
Let's call them Darklings and let's make them.
There's already a thing called Dark.
I want them. What are
Not halfling.
Ace would
I
know
believe they're fey.
if there are
That sounds.
Underdark versions of halflings.
Ace, what are Darklings?
Just.
What are they? What are they?
I'm pretty sure they're fey.
But what do you mean, like, what are they called?
Darklings.
They are darklings.
They're just called Darklings.
Small fey. Typically chaotic neutral.
Hmm.
Is there a Darkling wand?
Not that you're aware of.
Dare you question my
Probably
memorization
deeper.
of the monster manual?
But did they reprint Darkling?
I don't know. I haven't read the new one.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's fair. So yeah, I will knock on the door. It doesn't have like visiting hours or a sign or anything, right?
It's not a hospital.
I don't know what it is, Bob.
We don't know what they do here.
It might be.
Could be. Could be a triage center.
It could be.
Yes. You knock on the door. 10 seconds go by. Door opens. I'd say young for elven years.
300.
Excellent.
Thanks to at the Wizards for my sub gift.
Well, thank you, James.
Thanks, James.
Welcome back. Thank you for the resub.
The wizard.
Yep. What?
Thanks for making it weirder.
It's salacious.
I knew someone would.
There it is.
It was statistically likely to be Bob.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I would say it was probably like 60% chance of Bob, 30% chance of Caitlin, and 10% chance of me.
Between Georgia, between
no.
well,
You can put me in for 5% of that too.
All right. So we'll say 5%.
I think we might be over 100% chance of
No, yeah, 5%. You know,
that lowers my percentage.
no, it doesn't.
No. No.
60, 35, 5.
Well, there's a nice looking younger elf. Not like a kid elf, but probably younger adult.
You know, like 78.
Yeah. Who answers the door.
basically a toddler. Okay.
What am I?
What are you?
Not a toddler.
No, I thought you're a teenager.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like the equivalent of a teenager.
Yes.
I thought she was actually a teenager.
Right. The equivalent.
But in like Shatter Kai years,
A toddler.
a toddler. Oh,
That's kind of horrifying.
yeah.
I'm not going to think about that.
You're still a teenager.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elves don't have to potty train for like 80 years. That's not a thing.
Molly, I finally got it.
You have your headcanon, and I have mine.
Well, Valeria's grown up at 19 and she wears dwarven diapers, so. That's so you can sit at the tavern and drink all night.
Really is peak performance.
So an elf at the door.
There's an elf door.
Well, good day. I'm Sir Bixby, newly a knight of Towerstone. I was hoping to introduce myself and perhaps learn what the Elf Lodge is about.
What is it you do here?
What would you say it is you do here?
Well, we have people skills.
I can tell.
Yes. He does say, welcome. I see you definitely are a new Towerstone Knight by your little insignia.
Yeah, they have a magnetic pin they gave me.
Right. Magnets?
Probably not. This was
I
aluminum.
was gonna say it's neutral.
And, Bahamut. You're a follower of the Platinum.
Yeah. The dragon. Yeah.
We follow Corell Horatio.
Nerd. Sorry.
Good day, sir.
That was rude. I apologize. There's nothing wrong with Coralon. He's just a hippie.
Well, to each their own. I'm
Mhm.
sure things have been said about Bahamut as well. No,
Yes.
He's a wuss. But yes.
He's red because he's a dragon.
With only one head.
I mean, Carlon used to date a baddie, from what I hear.
That's true.
Tiamat?
He did have a goth girlfriend.
Oh. Did? Oh, yeah, that's right.
I believe they had a falling.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of, nothing crazy happened because of it.
It was mutual.
Definitely super mutual.
They had kids, didn't they?
Oh, that's true. I like her.
Yeah.
What did you do? She dances naked in the movie.
Yes.
She's an Ed Greenwood character.
Off we go with the swords.
I'm a good drow. Let's get naked.
It's wonderful.
I'm a bad guy. Let's get naked and hurt each other.
Naked, leather.
Mostly naked. We'll cover up the important.
I was going to say, it's more leather accoutrement.
Like Shiatan.
Yes.
Just covers the necessary bits.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, the lower ribs.
So, yes, you are both here,
Mhm.
I believe you said? Okay. I will introduce them as well and ask if we could perhaps be shown around.
You have a dwarf in your party.
We do. Is that a problem? Are you a racist?
Yeah.
Make them say it. I like it.
We actually just completed training.
Annual.
Yeah, Elven sensitivity training. Yep, it's canon.
All of us had to complete it.
Oh, I know. It's a yearly requirement. I believe
Yes.
it's federal.
That sounds about
Perhaps
right.
it's state as well.
Yes. Towerstone definitely checks up on it.
Significant tax breaks when you reach 100%. Yeah.
Elves know about tax law. I feel like.
No, I'm just a little concerned because there have been some issues with the dwarves. Specifically, the Elf Lodge is not very keen about the Dwarf Lodge. So if you have any ties to the Dwarf Lodge, I suggest the...
We're actually not on the best of terms with the Dwarf Lodge at the moment, to be honest with you. I don't want to go into detail.
You can verify that. You check into it.
If you haven't heard already, you soon will.
But if you're unwilling to allow us in, it's reasonable. It is, after all, your lodge.
No, we have no problem letting him in. Then he invites you in.
Letting you out this time.
It's okay. The dragon's coming with me. Dragon out.
The
Right.
real danger is that one. That man in the lodge is very flammable.
It's elves, so yes.
James likes the new art.
Yeah.
Loves the new art.
I don't think I've seen that Carl before.
Yeah, he's been.
Perhaps they simply didn't notice.
Yeah, I don't look at it all that often.
You may come in and sit here.
We would
It's
love
a waiting room.
Okay.
There's some magazines and old magazines.
Yeah.
And like a calendar and yeah.
Some highlights put on the repository.
Yep.
Yeah.
Highlights from like 23 years ago.
2,300 years ago.
Was there someone? Well, let me just go and fetch one of the leaders.
If they're free, certainly.
Sure.
Read your actions.
He walks off, and a female elf comes in a couple minutes later. She's dressed somewhere in between, like, average, middle class, maybe like upper middle class. Not quite regal, but
So pantsuit.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, elven pants.
Boss bitch.
Yeah.
Just comes out like the shoulder pads.
What's wrong with the shoulder pads?
Houndstooth print.
She has glasses, make her look very professional.
Mhm.
Takes them off and looks at you.
He's got chopsticks in a bun.
Yep.
Nice.
And she asks, "How may I help you?" I was told you were interested in what we do.
Curious, primarily.
Yeah.
But I simply came to introduce myself and perhaps learn a little about the Elf Lodge.
I
And
heard you are Sir Bixby
I am Sir Bixby.
of the Towerstone Knights,
Yes.
Paladin of Bahamut,
Yes.
first of his name.
The one-headed dragon.
One of his titles, yeah. The one-headed dragon.
Put that in a book. Greenwood.
I feel like Greenwood would be talking about a different head.
You probably would. Talking about that. We can't go there.
We can't.
No?
Focus, Bob.
And yet, before the night is done, we'll be there.
We are a peaceful group here.
Mm-hmm.
We aim for no trouble. We do have a bit of a hostile relationship with the dwarves.
Why is that, if I may ask?
Typically, elves don't like dwarves, but the dwarves in this city have gotten a stranglehold on the trade. Not very nice.
We've heard.
Yes.
And that causes a problem for you and for everyone and
Everyone.
all of
I
Midlothian.
mean, it affects upper class all the way down to lower class.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the price of eggs is going up.
Considerably, yeah.
Not
Sure.
just Towerstone.
We can fix that with tariffs, though.
Yeah. That's how they work.
That's how tax hikes work. Prices go down.
Yep.
We're getting political. But
Elves,
elves.
focus.
She kind of she puts the end of the arm of her glasses in her mouth, chews on it, and sucks on it a bit as she's talking to you. What?
She's not
Okay.
It's not sexual.
Uh-huh.
Just people do that sometimes.
Sucking on things in public is rarely done for a variety of reasons, Bob. I feel like you know that.
You're not in public. You're in a private lodge.
Private.
Private. Would you like to see your private
You're a
quarters?
private.
But yeah, I mean, they do a variety of things. They have been known to heal. They have been known to adventure.
Okay.
They don't really do a lot of trading. Have you met our fellow constituent a few doors down at the dentist?
No, I've studiously avoided him.
He is an elf, just like us. You know, he's
And yet
good at what he does.
and
he
there's
does have
a
a
Yeti as well. So.
Yes, the Yeti is always smiling.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because that's reassuring. A Yeti that's always smiling at you.
But he is a member of the elf. Of course, he, branched out and does his own things.
Mhm.
The dentist is a member of the Elf Lodge.
Yes, not the kitty.
Well, yeah, not the end.
Okay.
What other questions do you have? Puts her glasses back in her mouth.
Well, I don't believe you ever gave us your name, actually.
I am Kalambakal.
Oh, she's Castlegar. We've met Castlegar before.
Well, you have. Sir Bixby.
Oh,
I have not.
Sir Bixby's new to the elf club.
she's blonde.
That sounds about right.
Oh, that's right. No, AI made her blonde, and I was like, okay, that's her.
Good work.
Okay.
Do you guys have... Is this elf lodge, is it only in Tower Stone, or do you have connections everywhere like the dwarves do? Just like continue outwards?
There are other elf lodges, just like there are other dwarf lodges around the realms, yes. We do have a
Well-
network.
You're right.
Our network, I like to say, is more above water. The dwarven network is a little more sinister below, yes. More like a syndicate of crime.
Mm.
Not the elves, though.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We don't subscribe to that kind of behavior.
No.
We're very private.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a long history of trouble with the dwarves?
How far do you want to go back, darling?
About 19 years?
Oh. Not hundreds or thousands of years. In the city and the surrounding areas, there is some, yes. Why specifically 19 years?
Well, I mean, I'm only 15, so that would about cover it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, obviously, to reduce tensions, it would be more productive to start with the recent conflicts.
Yes. Their leader, Kalambakal.
I've met him. Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Yeah. Normally, elves are quite peaceful, but if you didn't hear this from me,
Mm-hmm.
if you meet him again, and
That's unlikely.
why is that happening?
Just a hunch.
Okay. Well, if you perhaps do meet him again, and if you want to make sure he's no more, I'd be okay. You didn't hear that from me.
Sure. And you didn't hear this from me, but that might happen. Yeah.
There's a bounty on his head first.
What would you
Would there
give?
Would there be a
Sure of that.
reward
And is a private citizen like
allowed to put bounties on the heads of other citizens?
actually discussing the assassination of a
You didn't hear that.
opposing political member with a with a?
There's a reason I didn't say, yes, we stabbed him real good.
What happens in the lodge stays in the lodge.
Exactly.
Yeah, they swept it for scrying places every morning.
There's no fish on the wall, are there?
Is this like an embassy then? Is this technically, I don't know what elf nation it would be.
Like sovereign?
Mhm.
Not really. No.
Okay.
I think any kind of bounties you would probably know about, seeing as you're a Knight of Towerstone.
Fair enough.
Sir Dinand could probably educate you on any bounties. I assume you've met Sir Dinand.
Mm-hmm.
I also assume that if the obviously I'm not here, but if the Dwarf Lodge is currently operating, I'm assuming that there probably aren't bounties on its leadership.
Well, I mean, Kalambakal comes and goes in secret.
Kalambakal might not actually be a citizen of this town. I don't think we ever established that.
He didn't have ID on him when you killed
Yeah.
him, so you don't know where he...
Not a card-carrying NPC.
No.
Mm.
Can't get mad at us for killing him. Then I don't know.
Yeah. So just at the hunts, I have a feeling that the troubles with the dwarves may diminish in the near future.
That would be good news indeed. that perhaps trade will even out. And, you know,
I'm just waiting for Blair to blurt out, "Why'd you go my way?"
yeah, she's been very calm so far.
I told her to ready an action.
So you said, you know, it's kind of like a network. So you guys are like connected to the elves over like near Vestavia or on that continent over there?
Yes.
Do you know Faye Luna?
Yes, the Moon Elf.
Yes.
Very powerful wizard.
She gave me this brooch.
You did? Will you see her again?
I hope so.
If you do, tell her Kalambakal says hi. In Elvish. Do you know Elvish?
Of course.
What does Feluna look like? What celebrity?
I don't remember.
How did you have her in the AI?
No.
No, we had a blue jay.
You do have a blue jay. With less of an well, no, they kind of made a good impact.
I mean, for all we know, the Blue Jay is the
Elf
leader.
wizard.
Yes. Could
For all we know, the Blue Jay is the leader of its own avian guild.
be. There are multiple blue jays. The silent one was probably the leader.
Yeah. The quiet ones you gotta watch out for.
Yeah.
Always plotting.
Mm-hmm. What celebrity does she?
I don't know. You tell me.
Crap. Was it
Mega crap.
Jessica Alba?
No.
Damn
Morgan Freeman.
it.
Morgan Freeman. No.
Danny Trejo.
Oh,
Like Lucy Liu. She's going for the AI art.
Yep. Yep. Faye Luna needs to get added.
Because she's been such a relevant character of late.
Vestavia, well, Alister bamfed over there briefly. You could be hanging out with Feluna. Cheating on Nakia.
All those women. Mm-mm-mm.
But, yes, we know Feluna.
Yeah.
We do have a presence in Vestavia. That's all you want to know?
Were there any troubles with the dwarves in Vestavia? We actually had some dwarves hunting us down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the dwarves, they have a very broad network as well.
Hmm.
Yes.
You said you're more above board than the dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys ever kill or commit crimes like they do as well?
We will kill if necessary.
Not for at least
Okay.
19 years. That...
It's been quite a while since we've done anything really bad.
No, it was
Because you were
I was
already a
8.
kid.
Yeah, so 11 years ago.
What would constitute a necessary murder?
Self-defense.
Have you been under attack by the dwarves?
We've had our spats.
But only ever in self-defense.
No.
Personally, yes. But I mean, there are elves out there that go against the grain. Speaking of which, she pulls up her pantsuit and shows you her just above her shoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it? What did you
Spats.
show me? Spats. Have you ever
They go
had...
good with like old timey.
I didn't understand that reference. I don't know
Spats.
what spats is. No. I'm assuming some type of footwear.
They go like over the shoe, above the shoe.
They're like compression wear or something.
They used to wear them like guys used to wear them in old timey suits.
Huh.
With like a top hat, a cane, and
Oh, like the little white, like
yeah.
almost like
Mhm.
slipovers or something. Okay.
But they have shoes on too.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, spats.
They've had their spats.
That's why she's wearing spats.
Just go back to the dick.
Oh,
Yeah.
Those,
I think Bixby's about done here.
those are kind of cute. Well, Castlegar, have you ever had to defend yourself against the dwarves?
Oh yes, yes.
What did they do to you?
Well, being as ruthless as this gang is,
Moved into the neighborhood.
They were dwarves at me.
They were swervy at me.
They were dwarving around. Oh, bimble, bimble.
they've outright attacked us sometimes, trying to take us out. And that's just here. I mean, again, we can go back thousands of years and talk about the wars that elves and dwarves have had.
Perhaps another time.
Another time. Yes. Is Valera satisfied with her question? You barely asked anything.
I'm gonna bite my tongue off.
Should I dress up? You don't do like dressing up or cosplay or any of that, but James wants me in the top hat cane outfit with the spats.
So, Mr. Peanut.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Putting on the Ritz.
All right. Well, I would like to thank you for your time.
Mhm.
I think that answers our question, at least for now.
Mhm.
But perhaps we could return if we have more.
It keeps looking at Caitlin. That's all you want to know? It's fine. You can leave.
Have you ever burned a
You
house?
can always pardon?
So you don't believe in arson?
I mean, what was the plan? Just coming to the elf lodge,
I was literally just
There
going
was
to
no
find out
plan.
what they did here.
Right. So,
which I don't think you've really done.
and we haven't found out anything about anything.
They just have a network, and they do some healing sometimes.
Very private.
Yeah, secret, and presumably some Art Nouveau architecture.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yes. Art Deco's the dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of dwarves. Nothing? You're just going to sneak back at night and slit her throat?
Kalambakal, I don't think you're a terrible person.
Well, thank you. I don't think you're terrible either.
This is my friend. Okay, she's part of our family.
Why'd you kill her parent?
Where are you pushing this, Shauna? Remember that 40% of the party is not with you.
And we're in the middle of it.
Party? Well,
an elf.
Bixby's kind of the party face.
I'm going to
But she's
dismount.
also got high charisma.
I'll dismount the dragonelle so that it can fight as well.
You wanted it.
I don't know that we want to fight.
I don't
The
think
elf
we
guy,
have
so
to.
I don't think we need to.
Sure.
She might just have some good
I'm
information.
sure they made you stable that thing up.
They probably did not want the dragonelle.
The door's just like that big.
I mean, it's basically the size of a horse.
Actually, that's probably a bit more slender too.
Yeah.
They can probably get all serpentine and get down close.
No, I mean the door was probably it's an elf door, so it's probably.
Well, I'm sure they have big tables. You gotta have a big door.
Valera had to turn sideways to get through.
Speaking of serpentine, you notice Kalambakal, the bottom of her is like a snake. And she pulls extra arms out from behind her.
Since she just pulled out pant legs.
I think we need to.
James is making ultimatums.
Okay.
His donation's going to hinge on me wearing the spats and stuff. You could probably rent spats.
Probably not that hard to get a top hat.
No, probably not. We just get like a tuxedo, top hat, cane.
I mean, he didn't say anything about the tuxedo.
No, he didn't.
As far
Well,
as I'm concerned, you could just
He
fill
just
up
wants
the
to see you in top hat and spats, man.
There's the shit.
It's now time to inform you that we do have a Patreon. We can make those photos available.
I'm not taking the picture.
I'm not taking them either.
we don't have an OnlyFans, do we?
Only elves. I will stop my questioning.
All you said was,
I don't think you're a horrible
I don't
person.
think you're a horrible.
and you said, this is our friend. That's all you said. You didn't ask any questions.
Well, because it's
asked
all
a few
elves versus
about, like-
dwarves, and
Oh, yeah.
she's part of our family.
Uh-huh. You can vouch for this one.
Yeah. this one. Yes.
Doesn't seem like she's
What
from
do you mean
around.
this one?
I killed that slowly. This one. Huh.
Well,
Oh boy.
you know.
I mean, elves and dwarves are racist to each other.
It's all right.
I don't think in these settings it's actually that big of a deal. It's just,
Doesn't
it's
bother.
not what it is. We hate each other.
It's always the really old people, you know?
They're all stuck in their ways.
Yep.
No, I'm not from around here.
So you probably are not familiar with the Dwarven Syndicate.
No, sadly, her house was burned down when she was just a wee child.
What is this Dwarven Syndicate?
We were just talking about it. Have you?
Understood.
Uh,
A little slow here.
yeah, Calavar looks over at Bixby and just.
I got this book that I found.
Oh, that's nice.
They were talking about the Dwarven Syndicate.
Yeah.
We're gonna ask you. Got there.
Yeah.
The whole that
We got
probably
there.
won't be a problem going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tasha said something about, made a comment about Valera's, house burning down as a child.
I'm watching her. Any sparks in her eyes?
Calavar says that's very unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. It seems like you made a full recovery and you seem to be doing well.
Yes.
Where did you grow up if it was not here in Towerstone?
The Heaven's Ascension Mountains.
The mountains, yes. Yes. Over by Vestavia.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there. Lovely.
Like 19 years ago.
I would like to get an insight check when she's saying, "Oh yeah, I've been there," just to see if she's like, "Never mind."
I just want to know if she anything's triggering in her brain of some form.
That would have been
No, no,
a
a dirty
I don't know
knife.
anything.
I mean, we can at least try.
Also a dirty knife.
God, give it up. 10. Give it up.
Dirty 10.
There's a reason I said just don't worry about it.
Dirty 7.
I'm not sure she's ever actually had any altercations with the dwarves. Yeah, my 9 says it's probably fine.
You know what? I'm starting to hate him too.
Calavar's a nice lady.
But what was it? The notes mentioned her. Not this is not a character, but the notes mentioned her by name, right? And then there was wasn't sure who else. It was her and
You got
notes we had found that she was
question.
involved,
You asked the dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
We
Yeah.
were told Calavar was specifically involved. And that
Calavar did
she
not act alone.
didn't act alone. Other elves were assisting her, but we don't know them specifically.
So we don't know if she called the shots or if she actually lit the place up.
Correct.
Heaven's Ascension Mountains. There's another one-headed dragon in the Heaven's Ascension Mountains.
Most dragons actually only have one head.
Well, you're right
I
about
think
that.
there's pretty much just the one
Yeah,
that has multiples.
One big one.
Tiamat is an outlier and should not have been counted.
Not really even a dragon. She's a fiend.
Keep that in mind for if I ever have to smite her.
I think.
Yeah, you got to change that link. That's still the old
I
link.
thought that we.
I think you have both links in there somewhere. But that 66692 is not right.
Yeah, I did see that it says no team
Um,
on it. I'm fixing it.
James would totally sub for the Only Elves website. Yep. Yep. You want feet pics of the elves? They're probably very narrow and dainty.
I have no idea. I think
Covered in
that's
spats.
I think that's outside the scope of our Twitch stream.
Well,
No, it's turning. It's turning.
I don't think there's much actionable there.
I can do it.
I mean, you got Calavar, you got Beluna. What other elves have you guys come across?
Oh, so now we're just gonna make a art of other feet.
Well, just elves in general.
Mhm.
Yeah. Valir was saying.
Heaven's Ascension.
So you have no idea, on the insight check. You believe her that she was there.
I do believe her that she was there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know she was there.
Mm-hmm. So you know she was there.
Wow.
How long has
So
it been
much.
since you visited the Heaven's Ascension Mountains near Vestavia?
I was there a few years ago. I would say within 5 years. I was there. Yeah. Why? Have you been there?
No, but it sounds lovely.
Yes, yeah.
I have. Oh, is that where the white dragon was? I have been there.
It wasn't a white dragon.
It wasn't a white dragon.
It's the silver dragon.
With one head.
Mm-hmm.
Verification. Yeah, got no questions.
No more questions?
Nope.
Okay. Elvara got it pretty easy. Then I can I get you anything? I should have asked that earlier, but
Perhaps, but it's all right.
you
I
don't
think- I
deal
think
with,
we're good.
ales or anything like
No, I think we're okay. No day drinking for the moment.
that. Very good. I mean, you are probably on duty.
More or less. Let's go with yes.
Okay. Well, then, I bid you good day. If you need anything else, you know where to find us.
Certainly. And a pleasure to meet
Pleasure to meet you, too.
I'll tell Phaluna you said hello.
In Elvish.
You know.
Do you know how?
Yes.
you. I would assume yes.
She could say goodbye to her in Elvish to prove it.
She could.
Au revoir.
Elves speak French.
Cannon.
Very good. And you will exit with your dragon elf.
Yep.
Um,
I'll see if they validate parking for the Dragon L, and then I'll be on my way.
very good. No charge for the dragon parking.
That's good.
Where to next?
I don't actually have anything at the moment. I think we're kind of waiting on Alister's training and shutting down portals.
I'm gonna go back to the Temple of Helm and check in with Brother Bayard and see if I can polish anything, clean anything, and let him know. Might need to let Carl stay here.
What? No, I didn't say anything. Is that 5%?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Did she find anything to polish there? Just curious.
Just some knobs. Yeah. Yeah.
All these brass knobs here.
Sure. Brother Baird's curious why you have this sudden interest in helping at the temple. Not that he wants to discourage you, but
Trying to repent.
No. She wants him to board awful.
I might need you to babysit Carl because we may have to go to hell to fight some demons.
Ideally, we would stop sort of hell, but yeah, maybe.
But it's a possibility. And I think this is the safest place for Carl.
let's back up a second.
Okay.
First of all, who's Carl?
The cat.
Oh, the cat. He doesn't look like a baby. Second of all, demons, and third of all, hell.
Below us in the rear. In the
Um,
so
well-
Oh no.
It's more of an occupational hazard adventure sometimes. Case.
Not sure if you're aware, demons don't come from hell. So,
Saith the wise Alundo.
so you're
Devil
looking
and the
at
demons. They
the
always
devil,
fight each
too.
other. Yeah.
So you're not just going to fight demons, you're also going to fight devils.
Right.
I don't think that would be a wise move.
Would you like to fight them?
Preferably no.
No. So we're gonna fight.
What kind of man of the cloth doesn't want to fight devils?
He's quite happy being, the
You-
priest in Talisman. He's a penitent man.
So he passes.
Yeah.
I pass.
I mean, he would advise against that. I mean, there are some quite powerful demons and devils.
Sure. Stay up here and hang out in Towerstone.
Wait for the invasion. You also talked about having him Bamfy back, leaving her with Ahsoka too, or leaving him with Ahsoka too.
Yeah, that's true.
Might be.
If he doesn't
Never mind.
want to take
You're of
care
no
of
use.
Carl.
I mean,
Polish your own knob.
he doesn't mind the building of Carl.
Oh,
What?
don't
I
worry about
can
it.
watch it.
The microphone might have picked it up. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, when the new link arrives.
Thanks, James.
What's leaking?
Carl, don't dig on that. He's not gonna let you stay.
Brother Bear doesn't mind boarding Carl. He just wanted to give you that advice that he doesn't think it's wise to go demon and devil hunting.
Oh, yeah, no, neither do we. But it needs to be done. Don't you agree?
Does it though?
I'm surprised he's questioning this.
I mean, if one should appear in the mortal realm, obviously.
Oh, the mortal realm,
my
then
God.
you probably should. But if you want to go diving into hell,
That would be a little ambitious.
it would be.
Oh, we're not doing it for fun. No.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're doing it for the XP.
That's right.
Yes.
Probably a lot of XP to be found.
He understands.
Mhm.
Yes. He received a lot of XP when he was coming up the ranks. Speaking of coming, yep, there it is.
There it is.
I did see that coming. in fact.
Yep.
So yes, if you'd like, I can board Carl. He will have to behave.
Mm-hmm.
He might have to help around the temple as well.
Oh, if you have like problems with rats and the grain silo thing, he'll take care of that.
Silo?
You put your grain in.
Sack in the pantry.
Well, like we have problems with rats in the pantry.
Oh,
Take care of that.
right.
It's not a farm. You probably don't have a silo.
There are farms
It's just
outside
a,
of town.
just a silo full of communion wafers.
Just one big shipment.
That is the correct link, I'm assuming.
It's at least a different link.
Mhm.
It is a different link. But yes, when would you like to start the boarding process?
Well, I'm not 100% sure yet. Maybe in the next few days. I have to talk to Edrian first.
The Ranger.
Mhm.
Yes, I remember him. Very well. Yes, we'll come back when you're ready. Was your idea of polishing things your way of payment?
Well, I have to talk to Edrian first.
Is he your father?
I respect him.
Okay.
Okay. And also he can talk to Carl and see what Carl wants.
Well, cats never want to be
Really
bored.
up to Carl. But just in case, for some reason, we can't get back to Vestavia,
Mhm.
then I could potentially leave him here with a charitable donation, of course,
Of course.
to Helen.
Is
Or
it a donation if you're getting something in return?
Would you supply the food?
of course.
Okay.
He might randomly bring in a bowl one day.
And that's fine.
You just got to be aware.
Just gotta check him at the door.
We just don't want him eating, our food.
Children.
Or what we give the parishioners.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Excellent. How's Alister doing?
You tell me. How's the training going?
I think you're going way, way down. Deeper and deeper
I'm gonna ignore you now.
with your training.
Okay.
You're actually coming along quite well.
Excellent.
Nakia's somewhat impressed. She knew you had it in you, but between her and some of the other wizards, name's not important, they can teach you some new tricks about portal closing,
Mm-hmm.
even resuscitation, if you need to reopen the portal.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I mean, the biggest thing is we kind of want to permanently disable it.
that would be wise.
So,
So not reopening.
yeah, so learning how to make it so it can't be reopened.
Well, yes. That you will learn.
Okay.
Yes. But didn't you mention worst case scenario, one of your comrades gets...
So the other thing I had asked about was about how to create a tune or how to attune a fork
So that you
to
get plane shift.
Yeah.
Not open a portal. Plane shift.
plane shift.
yes. 'Cause I have one prime material,
Uh-huh.
but I would need one to the
The
nine,
River Styx.
possibly the 9 hells.
Possibly.
So how would I go about doing that? Is that would I have to perform some type of ritual while on the 9 hells with the material, like with one of the tuning forks?
That would require you to go to hell.
He is a very learned wizard. Very smart.
I'm more trying to see how Bob wants to handle it in game.
Yeah, I think there's no actual guidance on how you would get a.
There's no,
And the
there's not. There's just the DMG just says they have to acquire it. So it's kind of like, how do you want to play me attuning forks to the plane that I'm trying to travel to?
Mm-hmm. Nakia will give you the components. There's only so much she could do. It will require you to just cross that threshold.
Okay.
Just a tip.
Okay.
So you couldn't just like stand next to the open portal and do it. You'd actually have to move through.
Yeah.
Could he just stick his arm
You
through
have to
and
put the
just have
tip through, yes. You have to put the tip through. But you'd have to do a ritual.
Yeah.
You gotta like
So what's all entailed with that?
she will give you a book
Okay.
with necessary things you would have to read.
Okay.
You don't have to go way, way down into hell.
Sure. No. I assume
You gotta get your feet wet.
there's some type of ritual. How long does the book say a ritual for tuning a fork to the plane that it's on usually takes? A minute, 10 minutes, an hour?
A
Does
year
it-
and a day. We wouldn't be doing it.
Let's go in between.
Okay, 30 minutes. 30 minutes to attune.
Yes.
And then is she giving me enough components for one tuning fork?
One fork.
Okay. One unattuned fork.
One unattuned fork.
Got it.
Ritual?
And then the book with the ritual to cast. Again, it must be precise. I'm sure I don't have to remind you of that. She also says, once your feet get wet, if you want to come back and get your D wet, let me know.
Just can't help yourself. You fucking degenerate.
It started off. Somebody started off with polishing things.
Yeah, Sean.
She meant
Yeah.
it innocently though, and you didn't.
I mean, you did have a segue that immediately stopped. That started with, speaking of coming,
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pause. We get a donation? Yes, 1 minute ago.
Yay!
You can see it up on the top of the screen.
I can. It went to
Here,
$30.
Oh,
Oh, it is in there too? Nice. That's right. It's scrolling by.
look at us. We don't usually push it all year until we get to HouseCon, and then we tell everybody. Give us
Yeah, does James know about HouseCon?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. Yeah, James, you know about HouseCon? November? Typically around November. That's when we roll it out for the kids. That's when we started the
Yep.
Extra Life. Started with a 24-hour marathon of just playing
It was
BBEG.
supposed to be 24
Supposed to be.
26.
but it went longer because one daylight savings.
Yeah.
That was rough. And then we cut it down to 12 hours, which was very
Yep.
manageable, and that was a good time.
Yep.
Yeah.
26 was hard. When it
That's
went
the
from 2 a or 3 a.m. back to 2 a.m. or 2 a.m. to 1 a.m., I was like, oh, where's the coffee? And you are fine because you could stay up for
You're all
3 days.
weak.
I am weak. That's fine.
You're all weak. Your bloodlines are weak. No one will remember your family name.
So
But we do take donations year round. Yeah, but that's the big one, game day. It's a big Extra Life thing. Not just us, but a lot of people stream.
Mhm.
And they raise a lot of money, like, worldwide for Extra Life. It's for the kids. Speaking of kids,
Those kids.
so yeah, de-wet,
Yes.
impregnation, all
Good
that
thing.
stuff.
Yep. Just a tip. Stick your fork in.
That's all it takes.
Well, no, it's not all it takes. There's a ritual that takes 30 minutes. Be on the other side. Now, not everybody can complete that ritual. All right?
Now, but have you considered attuning a fork to someplace we'd want to go? Like, I don't know, Elysium?
Someplace nice.
he really wants to meet Bahamut.
You find a portal that can take us there. I mean,
I'm just saying,
then
we
if we
don't,
find the portal, we can already go there.
we don't have to literally go to hell.
I am doing this in the case of eventualities.
Right. The whole point was if one of us gets pulled to hell.
Oh, I know. That's why he has the tuning fork for the material plane.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
I mean, there's another portal in a halfling village south of here.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a silly place.
Don't know where that leads.
Well, I mean, it's in hell already, so.
So it must be out.
There you go.
Poor halflings. There could be some holdfasts out there.
They canonically exist somewhere.
Yeah. How's Edrian?
Fine. I don't know. I'm helping Alister study.
The gopher, right.
No, I'm also studying.
That's good.
So he can assist me with the closure of the portal.
Right.
Right. But only you can do the ritual of
Planar stuff is kind of my thing.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Sure. I have a bow.
Why are you making this hard, Bob? We're both doing planar closure portal stuff.
Right. Yeah. And tuning forks.
Yeah.
And not questioning the elves. And polishing Brother Bayard's.
Yeah, we're not doing any of that stuff.
Anything else before we fast forward?
I'm fine with the fast forward.
Try to fast forward.
Was it ludicrous speed?
Ludicrous speed. What's the matter, Colonel Sanders?
So we've lost a few days.
Yes. Is it time to drop off Carl?
No, I have to talk to Edrian first, so Edrian can talk to Carl.
Would you like to meet Adrian?
Yeah.
Because the training is
So
done.
there was something that you wanted to do before.
Fast forward before I can talk to Adrian. Right?
You could go up to the floating wizard tower whenever.
Oh, I guess I could.
Yeah.
Oh,
Starf is there
okay.
on the ground.
Hi, sir.
Are you in pain?
No.
A little.
Do you think you can send this cat and I up to the wizard tower?
Sure.
Okay, great.
Take my hand.
Great.
Part of the process.
Huh. Where's he gonna send us?
Probably to hell. And I can't get you back yet.
That's okay. Rolling into solves all problems.
We could just turn into a couple hawks. Fly up there. What? He's not gonna portal us. He can't portal us, can he?
Probably not.
He just
Probably not.
bamps you up there.
The worst he's ever done to me is send me to a playground. I think you'll be fine.
I have a scroll that'll bring me up there.
Do you?
I
You
do.
can see him scroll.
Scroll down to the wizard tower. Times 1.
What about Carl?
Do you need to? Okay, sir. Do I have to hold on to Carl's hand too?
Make a big chain.
I don't know if he's going to let you, but you can try to hold Carl.
I mean, if we're gonna get bamped up there,
Sure. You can hold the cat's hand.
well, I'll just kind of touch him. Okay, let's go.
He does his little thing, and next thing you know, you are in the floating wizard tower.
Okay. Thanks, sir. Thanks, sir.
Carl
Carl.
is on top of a mantle, but he's up there.
Oh.
He's a cat. He's probably fine with that.
Right, he would have gone up
Does he
there on
start,
his
does he
own.
start knocking things off while he's up there?
Don't knock that one. Don't knock anything down. You want a treat?
Kick 7 things over.
All right, so we'll get Carl. I will check in with there's usually like a receptionist, right?
Sure.
When we get there. See if they know where Edrian and Alister are, probably with Nakia, but
Yes.
yes. Okay.
Yes.
I'd like to visit them.
Sure.
Okay.
The receptionist will walk you to them, and you see Alistair, like, furrowed look on his face, and
The key is behind him with a riding crop.
it happens. And Adrian looks the most calm of everyone.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Well, hi, Adrian.
Hi.
I was wondering if you could talk to Carl and ask and tell him that we're probably going to go to hell, and it's probably not where he wants to go, but I mean, if he wants to, he can come with us. But I think it would be best if he stayed either with Brother Bayard, or we could bring him back to Vestavia to stay with Ashoka. But I want to make sure it's whatever he wants to do.
Okay. And I will spec with animals
Okay.
and relay her question to Carl.
She's going to hell.
Maybe.
I mean, we all are, right? Eventually.
I mean, you're a cat, so yeah.
Good point.
From life you can.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a nice place.
No, it's not. Does she not like me anymore? Or is she...
No, she loves you. That's why she wants you to stay safe.
Oh. Okay. So she's coming back.
That's the plan. Hopefully, we don't even have to go.
Okay.
It's more of a if it comes to that.
Okay.
And it's up to Carl. If Carl wants to come with us, okay. But
And it's up to you.
I just want to make sure that we're not dragging him to hell against his will.
I mean, if she does leave me with Brother Bayard or even Ashoka, I hope she realizes I'm just gonna like meow and hiss the whole time, growl and hiss. Yeah.
He's just gonna growl and hiss the whole time.
Gonna be grumpy.
Yeah.
Does he want to go to hell?
Do you want to go to hell?
Does anybody want to?
Would you rather go to hell than stay with Brother Bayard? Or
I don't want to be boarded.
so you'd rather go to hell?
Sure. It'd be more fun, wouldn't it? I mean, I wouldn't be like,
no.
how do I know Brother Bear's not going to keep me in a cage like when she first found
He's a good guy. He was.
me?
And you know
Man,
she'll
the
go.
club. No, she wouldn't. What if, let's say she doesn't come back,
Uh-huh.
and then would that make a Shoka my new, master, whatever you want to call it?
Person.
If you wanted, I guess.
Hmm.
You kind of your own cat. You can do whatever you want at any time. You don't have to stay with her at all.
You're not actually a class feature she's supposed to have.
Yeah, that's true. If anything, I should have you.
But you're ranger.
Yeah. But she's not.
You're right, I can't do anything. I'm a free cat.
You are.
I can,
You
put
have
my,
no idea until you
I can put my paws in a hole.
take your whole arm down. Both of them, you are. And then just run around in circles like a spaz. You could have 4 different families all feeding you.
I'm kind of attached to Sasha.
Okay.
I'd actually be a little worried if she goes to hell. I don't go with her, and then she doesn't come back.
Okay. Respect that. If you want to come with,
So let's go to hell.
maybe.
We're not sure.
Right.
This is all hypothetical.
I mean, Alister's going to have to go. And that means I'll probably have to go. But other than that, nobody has to go.
Okay. I don't think Alister likes me.
He told me he's more of a dog person.
So he can go to hell. And he doesn't have to come back.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
What?
Shut up, you don't speak cat.
That's amazing.
So it sounds like Carl wants to go with Sasha.
Okay.
Sure.
So no need to
No need to
board
board
him.
him.
No.
Yes. Fine, that's fine.
Yeah, because I determined Darth would have followed me into hell. Hagrid probably wouldn't, so that's why I was
No,
like, we
Hagrid
may need to take it up with Carl.
RJ, though.
She's from hell.
It's from hell. But if the door to hell is
She would
has
allow
any
it back in
chill
and then out and in and out. And in.
or a breeze, she's not going to be interested.
So it sounds like he wants to stick by you.
Okay. I'll hug Carl.
He hisses less.
Good.
At Sasha, anyways.
Every
just
time.
I mean, he'll hiss at random passersby. Because,
best.
yeah.
Oh, is he friendly? Awesome.
Go.
Hi, Carl. Thanks,
Alright.
Adrian. Are you guys good?
Yeah, I think so. We're making good progress.
A few more days?
Yeah, I think so.
A few more days.
Couple more days. How'd the I'm dead thing go?
Oh,
Not good, I take it, based
No.
on that.
no, she attacked the other dwarf attacked Valera, and she's dead.
Lyra's dead?
No, the dwarf's dead.
Come on.
We brought her body to Brother Bayard, who spoke with her, and we found out that Kalavara
Okay.
at the Elf Lodge was involved with burning down Valera's house. So we went to talk to
Blair
Kalavara.
didn't kill him.
Nothing happened, but we didn't directly ask questions. We only got a few questions in, so we'll wait for you and
Okay.
people with intelligence, because
Wow.
it was either we were gonna fight or
Not just Valera, but Bixby.
It's not high stat.
the smart ones.
Yeah. No.
No.
The smart one.
Oh.
Yeah.
The wizard.
She's smarter than I am.
And if it comes to a fight, we'll have a few more.
Bixby might be too.
Nope.
Nope.
I don't know.
Well, I'm certainly not.
Players just-
Tell
We're
me
the
about
second most intelligent one in the party.
Okay.
You would know from that conversation.
It's hard to like indirectly ask, hey, have you ever like murdered people by like burning down their home or
Because
anything?
we have.
Were you in those mountains on this date at this time?
Yeah, we have an account from a dead person who could have lied,
Yeah.
technically.
Yeah. The elves say that they only
Right. It could have
They only
been one
protect
more way of
themselves.
trying to incite things with the elf lodge.
it's true.
And we still don't know what the elf lodge does, and you don't typically want to
They prance and
accidentally
frolic.
get into
Yeah.
a scuffle in their lodge with however many of them are there.
I'm convinced it's an opium den, personally.
You tell Edrian about the spats.
I didn't really notice. I wasn't impressed.
Bats don't usually come up in conversation.
Now that that's done,
Yep.
we can fast forward.
Fast forwarding. What is going to be your next course of action? So, Edrian and Alister trained.
Yep.
Know how to close portals.
Yep.
Alister has his components for attuning a fork.
Mhm.
Yep.
So, as far as closing down a portal,
Yes.
what are we looking at for, like, what needs to be done in order to facilitate that?
Game wise, or
Well, I mean, are there materials we're going to need? Are there...
she will give you some components too, kind of like spell components, but then also in the same book as your attuning fork thing.
I'm assuming it's like a book of planar lore.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess as far as, yes, in-game terms, like, what are we looking at? Am I going to need to expend a spell slot or spell slots to turn the portal off? Is it going to be like Arcana checks? And for turning a portal off, is it going to require, a specific amount of time?
Mm-hmm. She breaks it down in 3 stages. Think of it like closing the portal in 3 concentric rings. The outer ring,
Shrinking it down.
shrinking it down.
Close.
Yep.
Right.
So we'll require 3 separate Arcana checks. Luckily, you would have advantage because Edrian will
Assuming
be
that's
assistant.
still alive.
That's true. Nobody else will be able to help you if he's not alive.
That's true.
That is true.
I have some arcana, but I don't know anything about portals.
No, they didn't teach.
Now,
Live.
while closing it, so I'm assuming, so it's minimum amount of time. It's actually fairly quick to close it.
No. So doing your Arcana checks, think of it more like casting a ritual spell.
Oh,
So
okay.
for 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So 10 minutes each.
Yes.
Oh, okay. 10 minutes each, 30 minutes total.
Yes.
Okay. So, but if I fail that during that one of those 10 minutes, does it reset the entire portal, or does it keep it like...
Right. Is it 3 consecutive successes or just 3 successes?
The
3.
Go ahead, sorry.
What are you saying?
I was going to ask if you got sucked through on a failure.
Yeah. Critical.
Well, there's still fun things to explore.
Like, am I
They know
able to,
everything.
like, if say I'm successful on my first attempt and I fail on the second, does it maintain its shrinkage, or does it expand back out?
Good question.
What's the girth of the failed check, Bob?
And does the size of the portal make any difference?
Size of the portal doesn't make a difference.
Okay.
You're assuming it's going to be
They
a
stretch.
pretty big. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty big portal.
Okay. Get both hands
Both.
holding the portal.
Yep.
Just one.
5%.
It's a large 5%.
Girthy 5.
A Coke can.
Three consecutive Arcana checks. The DC will increase. So the biggest circle, the first concentric circle, will be the easiest of the Arcana checks. And it'll get a little harder,
Yep.
and then it'll be the hardest.
But again, if I fail one of them, does the portal fully reset?
It will.
3 consecutive successful checks.
Okay.
Screw up. Get your divinations ready.
Now,
You also have
this is for, that's true. This is for the permanent closure of a portal.
Yes.
And does that mean that that portal can now never be reopened?
Nakia says never say never, but
That's fair.
we're not going to have to worry about it
Okay.
for now.
Well,
Yeah.
more what I'm asking, like, you know, this specific portal,
Mm-hmm.
does that prevent this one from obviously permanent reactivation?
Mhm.
And is there something similar that would just allow me to, like, kind of quickly turn it off that would allow it to easily be reactivated from either side?
Are you getting chilly?
A little bit, but it's fine.
My feet are getting cold.
You might want to reactivate.
So this sounds like it is for the permanent closure of the
Yes.
portal.
Yes.
She had mentioned that there's ways to reactivate portals. So I'm assuming that there might be a lesser way to close the portal temporarily until it's manually reactivated.
Temporary close before it's manually. Probably. Do you want to study that too?
I think it would probably be something that we were looking into
Yeah.
over the course of the week.
And the reason why I'm asking about that is if we're the other question is, does the portal have to be currently active in order to permanently shut it down?
No.
Okay.
You could shut down a non-active portal permanently.
Okay. So kind of my line of thinking is if we get there
Mhm.
and there's creatures coming across, the first course of action is to just turn it off. Just flip the turn the switch off.
Yep.
So that stuff can't stream out of it.
Right.
And then begin the ritual to permanently deactivate it.
Gotcha.
So would a temporary turn off on a portal be something like a single Arcana check with a high DC? Or maybe like 3 Arcana checks but done over a shorter period of time, because you're literally just like turning the light switch
yeah.
instead of actually pulling the circuit breaker out of the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do the 3 Arcanas.
Okay.
Shorter period of time.
Okay. So this is permanent closure.
Temporary closure. Yes. Permanent and temporary. Now, what if there's a wizard on the other side who's doing the same thing that you are?
So that's what I'm, or even if a devil or a demon knows how to reactivate it.
Oh,
So if we're on either side, it'd probably be some type of contested check
yes.
to fight each other
Yeah.
as we're like mentally connected to this
Yeah.
portal.
What if your buddy Grost is on the other side?
Then I'm gonna get some fucked up shit in my head going on. So would that just be, so the temporary closure, would that just be 3 rounds?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. But you don't know. Just temporary.
Yep.
What else?
In the event that there is an opposing force attempting to reactivate the portal while I am conducting my rituals, either my temporary or permanent rituals, what will that experience be like?
For you?
For me and potentially anybody else in the
Acting
area.
for you.
Okay.
For everybody else, it depends. You know, if you guys are battling to close the portal or open the portal, yeah, you know, any manner of stuff could seep through, or yeah.
Okay.
That's why Brother Bayard said probably not a good idea to go, you know, diving for demons and devils.
Maybe we should see if Brother Bayard could perform some type of blessing on us.
It's gonna have to last a while.
Unless he could write it in the form of a scroll that Sir Bixby could read to us.
Maybe.
Vehicle approaching.
Would you like to ask Brother Bayard?
Once we learn all of this information, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Can't hurt to him.
Yeah. You can ask him.
Also, you don't have to babysit Carl. Carl is a very brave warrior and wants to follow us into hell. If that's where we go, that's where he will follow.
Very loyal
Yes.
for a cat. They're usually pretty aloof.
Kind of loyal for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not many friends will say, yeah, I'll follow you into hell.
Sir Bixby will.
Part of the job.
Yeah, he relishes going into hell.
Right.
Yeah.
But we were wondering,
Mm-hmm.
is there any sort of blessing that the Church of Helm is able to bestow upon us if we were to go to hell and fight devils and demons for the safety of Tower Stone?
Do you have like a holy hand grenade of some kind?
Helm does see all, even those shrouded in the shadows, even those on different planes, even those in hell. I could probably grant you something. It would only be a band-aid, though. It won't be anything permanent. Oh, look who's here.
Or his paws on the door?
No, I think he came down.
He just slowly
Oh,
plodded down the stairs.
Marshall wanted it.
Mr. Leaky.
No, Gideon's laying down in pathway. Walkway.
Right in the way of the.
Yes.
Did you have to
Just
step
a
over?
lump on a log.
Sorry, man. A band-aid spell.
A band-aid spell. Yep. What does AIDS do?
8 is plus 5 hit points for 3 people.
Really fucks you up.
8's plural with a different thing.
Depending on the level cast.
What I've actually got the stuff to do is cast Magic Circle,
Mhm.
which will create a 1-hour circle that can ward out fiends.
Ooh.
So why do you even need Brother Bear?
I'm not sure we do.
Damn.
We're just seeing if
I'm just, I'm,
can offer any help.
yeah, like, does he have like an emergency like demon incursion kit, in the back,
In case of demons break
Break
glass,
glass.
yeah. A flask of holy water.
Yeah, like maybe he has
It on like I'm not undead.
maybe he has some type of holy access to a holy relic that could be used to assist such an
like
endeavor.
+3 Vorpal demon slaying longsword or something
Or a hand grenade.
A holy hand grenade.
from Antioch.
Or a blessing that'll grant all of our weapons radiant damage.
Or an Angel's Soul Sword.
That only works against devils.
True.
Angels famously, no problem with demons.
Right. Makes no sense. It should be fiends.
know, I'm concerned about all of my fire damage going to hell.
You should be.
I mean,
Problem.
I know at least one devil that does cold damage.
Be good, Bob. Might it be an ice devil?
Yeah.
It was merely a suggestion. Maybe go to the church to find if to see if they have any assistance they could
Right.
provide.
Doesn't
But
hurt that.
Brother Bayard has an axe for the zombie apocalypse. I don't think it's going to do anything against demons.
Disintegrates force damage.
But it's an all or nothing.
And, demons usually have bad spell saves.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. We can give you another healing potion.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll help.
Okay. He'll give it to you on the house.
Oh. It's very nice, brother.
Well, you've been very generous to the church.
Church is very generous to Towerstone.
Yes, we are. Although we are not the only church in Towerstone.
Did I not know that? Elda.
And
And
The elves probably have a
How many
hippie
of those
shrine
do you
of
have?
some kind.
What?
they might.
parting them.
In the back
you
behind.
want me to carry a couple for you?
I'm gonna buy.
Why don't you carry 4?
I mean, I can carry 2.
Okay.
You're going to buy some or you're going to take some off the
Keep
side?
No, I'll buy.
How many would you like? 2?
Yeah.
2 it is.
I'll buy 2 as well.
Excellent.
Keeping,
50 gold.
keeping everybody busy.
We are obviously the best church. But yes, there is an Eldath church. There's also a Temple of Mask. But we don't talk about that.
Mask. That's right.
He's over by the Salty Sailor Tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Is that legal in Towerstone to worship mask?
It's not illegal. It's a gray area.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he's not an assassin god, right? He's just like the thief god? I don't remember.
So yeah. So you got some healing potions.
Yep.
That's what all the brother can give you for now.
It's not nothing. Oh, thank you.
Oh, I almost forgot. He said, "We just got a delivery. If you'd like, you can partake." Stuffed crust pizza. We'll pause so we can have some pizza, and Brother Bayard will give you his.
Heroes feast.
Church pizza. Oh, that's a great. That's
He'll
a
give us a
great
hero's feast?
idea.
That's so generous
Thank
of
you
you,
so
Bob.
much, Brother Bayard.
Give you his.
Feel invigorated.
Good old pizza.
Did we get a pizza today?
I don't know.
It's a deluxe and a Philly cheesesteak.
And Brother Bayard sausage.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
A little bit.
No.
Nice, Ron. Hagrid.
He knows what time it is.
Oh.
Yep.
He paused for a second and then he's like, oh.
Chill.
Chill.
Over here. Actually,
Good. You can treat funny. Yeah.
Oh.
Everything in my face?
Alex. Oh. Nice catch.
Somebody. Oh, I got faster.
You're gonna have to be faster than that.
You ready? Are you ready? You ready, goalie? Another goal. Score.
You know how the last one always works?
Leaky. We'll be back, everybody. Stay with us.
You ready? Huh? Go, girl. Okay. I just gave you 2 back.
Oh, you having some of that food too?
Oh, boy. What do we got here? Ooh.
Where is she?
Yes. Whatever it is.
Billy and the Supreme.
What's definitely not black.
There's a handmade and a stuffed crust.
Are they both made?
No.
What are they made by machine?
The handmade ones are the ones where the dough's made like
Elegant feet there, wearing
On
the
the spot.
costume of him, Martin.
actually. Oh, okay. Well, no.
Well, you weren't being funny. You think you were funny. You weren't funny.
Did you tear new mushrooms out front? Look how good they are.
Shrooms.
We're gonna do mushrooms.
Wow.
Wow.
What good job. Good job. Yeah. You got a great character.
We switched from BJ's to Costco, and Matt was missing out on CJ's bacon. That's his favorite bacon. So-
And cheese.
and his stinky cheese from BJ's. So we went there today, and they have the bacon, and it has cheese. So I got some
Doesn't matter where you go.
solar mushrooms.
Very
Must be the tariffs.
disappointing.
Oh no! You're
Come
gonna
on here.
you're gonna take it.
Yeah. The stuffed crust has been thin, very thin, 2 weeks in a row. Very thin,
Very thin.
very thin.
You need to be able to loop the crust back over the cheese.
You wanna go back outside? Back?
How much you there?
What about Hagrid tea?
Not showing up. It's a nice night for prowling.
Oh,
7. Hopefully we had our last little flurry. Another year.
Very good, Luke.
okay, are you going to be taking back?
Do you want to go out?
Oh.
You had all the kitties helping to do dishes. What were they interested in? Were you like watching
One
something?
of them was very interested in the butt.
So I took 2 photos, and in another photo, another one had his face up, another one butt, and I was like, you know what? It's fine. They're all in a photo. See what you can get, I guess. Oliver will always help me do the dishes. He like likes to watch from the side and watches the water. And sometimes he'll like put his paws down into the sink. What's going on? But they've gotten really, really clingy with each other recently. Where anything where one goes, the rest have to go as well. The boys are like, "Hey, all the windows open today." And you think there's only one window open in the house? Because all four of them are shoving into the same window. You can only have your own. You can only have two windows. I'm like, yeah, right here on top of each other. So it's kind of cute, but at the same time, it's like, whoa. Or you don't need to be in the sink right now.
They used to demand sink water. Like anytime you go upstairs, you go up in the bathroom. And she would drink the water.
Leo likes the sink water. But then Chloe and Oliver like bathtub weeks. Under the faucet bathtub.
It's different. It's exciting.
They have a water fountain, kind of like yours. And Oliver and Theo with their heads.
Who's better? Your cats or Matt Shell's cats?
Not like
That was a quick answer.
mm-mm.
We've always had pretty good cats.
Want to do what you want.
Might be a little biased, but
Nah, you guys.
Remember in the morning when old man wanted us to get up, he'd sit up on the nightstand and there'd be water and he would just start to move it. One day he knocked it over and then he realized, that's all I have to do. But then he never knocked it over again, he'd just move it a little bit. Well, okay.
I was awoken this morning by Nate's nearly ripping down the curtains. She somehow got herself wrapped in the curtain.
Oh.
So now I have a bent curtain.
My one cat, he's kind of funny right now. He's obsessed with. He climbs straight up the side of my dresser and he pulls up the drawers. You know, like throw all my socks and underwear on the floor. And then times a day. So I was getting ready. I hear, and he's like, "It's that underwear." We're just like throwing it on the floor. Like, okay, well, what we're gonna do again?
You're seeing how well behaved our cats are. And there's some furniture left. It's
I mean, we admittedly don't really give them a lot of stuff. It's really just a cat tree.
Yeah.
And the couch, which is where that stuff comes from.
Even if you give them stuff to scratch, they're gonna get angry.
No, I try to keep those things stool covered because otherwise, boy, that leather can.
Have you tried cardboard scratch pads with them?
We could probably get fancy.
We had
Scratch pad. Tree.
but you catnip it.
But she will go, like, if there's a cardboard box, like, she will tear it out.
We had some of the cardboard scratchers at the old place. And I think Cat used to use them.
How dark, like shredded that 2x4 basement. Right at the bottom of the
Oh,
stairs.
yeah.
That was it.
Or
Yeah, smart also goes baseboards and bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Not face. Never.
that one. And we got that. The little ice cream sandwiches. He's not. But there's definitely something wrong. He's floating cycle. He's got lots of energy. Once he gets going, he's fine. Solidly up and down. Give him a little tap. No. And then he bites himself. He's like, okay. So I don't know if he got
I'm on a temperapedic.
like a tumor or something, or an air bubble, or I don't know.
Lord Mark. We'll be right back. We're almost done eating our pizzas.
Lord Mark. Right.
Lip.
Stuffed crust tonight.
Yep.
Stuffed crust, talking about cats, talking about fish, getting ready to go to hell, close some portals, there's devils fighting demons, off in La La Land, it's the best place to be.
Just a brief visit to hell. Just gonna check out the rest area and come back.
Yeah. I mean, again, House just needs to dip his tip in.
That's the tip of the
Just the
tuning
tip.
fork. But we're gonna eat this pizza, and then we're gonna sit our butts back down and do something fun, hopefully.
You know who else is a good cat?
Or scary. Who's the cat?
Anna.
Anna?
Buddy.
Anna. Where now?
Oh.
Is that Adam's cat?
Yep. Our cat Anna.
She's well behaved.
She is. She's actually never touched any of our furniture. She only uses the cardboard scratch pads. Been very well.
That's good, man.
He actually had to teach her she was allowed on the furniture though. That I've never had to do before.
Megan was perfect princess.
Megan. Come on, Missy.
A little sassy.
See that she's upstairs.
Missy was sitting next to Tia. We were sitting on the couch, and Missy was like kind of touching her, so there was like a little warm spot. And Tia got up and she gave her the look, like Tia just started moving a little bit more. It was funny. I'm sure it sucked for her, but it was kind of funny.
Missy's sexier than MJ.
I don't think so. I mean, Missy was pretty sad.
Missy was pretty sensitive, but no, Martin. She's a bitch to Kitty, and that's the only thing. She just does not like him. I mean,
I was pulling her hair, not pulling her hair, but like, combing out her hair really aggressively outside. And she got mad at me, so I opened the door. She came in and goes after Kitty.
poor guy is just like.
It's fine.
Cheers.
Food.
But it's like he almost likes the attention, even if it hurts.
What?
It's just funny how whiny she'll get. She'll be sitting right here, and he'll like walk by, and she's like.
But that's her voice. Like, hey, I'm angry and I hate everybody and everything.
But mostly him.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see.
Ross?
See, and then Thundershot, he links himself behind this air tube so that it keeps him upright. He knows whatever's setting him off balance.
So he knows he's dying. mean, fish floating sideways on the surface is generally not a good idea.
But he's eating and swimming and looking at
Just keep swimming.
He's hanging in there. Good for him.
Maybe he'll beat whatever it is.
Yeah.
He's like a $7 fish from Petco.
If he doesn't, fish canonically die.
You want a fish to last a while, you get it from the carnival.
Poor parents are like, won't this thing fucking die?
You give a tiny bowl and you neglect it, and it will live 15 years.
Minimum.
We're back.
Question.
Yes.
The ritual. Verbal and somatic components to that ritual,
Yeah.
along with material.
Yes.
What kind of material?
Whatever it
A
is.
master lock.
Yeah, whatever it is. Nakia gave it to you.
Okay.
Can he throw the proto hook through the portal on like a fishing line and then yank it back when he's done?
Well, I mean, this is just for deactivating it. So I'm assuming I could be on either side of the portal to do that.
Yes.
Okay.
But the tuning fork. You gotta go in.
Yep.
Praying to God. Praying to God.
So we're all together at the temple.
I'm going down there. He's going down there. I will. Spaceballs.
Bark.
Ah! Yes, at the temple. But where are you going next?
Well, I would assume so we have everything we need now. What time of day is it? Is it something we
Whatever you want.
early enough we want to start out?
It's a new day. If you want to go in the morning, if you want to go in the
It's a new dawn.
Yes.
It's a new day.
Roll it. It's a new day. Roll 'em.
I think they're kind of good right now, but
Them's the rules.
okay.
Okay.
What you get?
6 and a 12.
Not great.
I mean,
Not great for going to hell.
Could be worse.
sure.
All right. Well, now we have to find this portal.
Yeah.
I mean, you know it's down in the Gruyere somewhere. You do know some familiar faces in the group.
Yeah. You can ask Gree.
Yeah, we could. I'd rather not, if possible.
Well, I can detect distance and direction once.
Once per day.
Once per short rest.
Up to a month.
And it's not like concentrate for an hour or anything like that. It's just
There it is. That way. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna get more treats for Carl and more pig bits. Like 2
Pig
gold,
bits.
1 gold, 2 gold.
Pig bits?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Some pig bits.
Although, Carl doesn't want the pig bits.
No.
He's Jewish now.
Okay. Turkey, chicken,
Yeah,
lamb.
sure.
Okay.
So he's Carl's king.
Yes. He's kosher.
Treats and kosher bits.
So yeah,
Did you get the kosher bits from Brother Bear?
yeah, he blesses them.
Okay.
He's a rabbi.
Okay.
So Helm is the equivalent of Judaism.
Yep.
Good to know.
Kosher bits.
I'm also not against asking Gree. I just kind of worry what would happen if Sayatan found out we were looking for the portal.
Right.
Mm. I mean, maybe if you kill her nemesis, she won't kill.
Maybe she won't.
Mm.
Either-
Maybe if you
Either-
kill her,
Maybe
That's what Gree wants.
if she
Probably.
dies, she won't care anymore.
Yeah.
Probably result in us having to kill her at some point.
Mm.
It might.
Mm. So glad that's settled.
Mm-hmm.
The Valir might have to lead them. Where are you taking him?
So our thoughts were, because you can only detect it once. You can find several forks, but we don't really want him to know, or to let Shia know.
Yeah. Like, I feel like Edrian would eventually find it, but it might take multiple short rests and like excursions and trying to triangulate it that way.
Right.
I feel like that would be slow.
We also
I mean,
know
Gree did give us a rough idea.
right, with the rough idea, we know we haven't encountered it directions we've gone.
Mm-hmm.
He said it's 30, 45-minute walk
That
Yeah.
way.
at one point.
What worries me is the thought that it's like basically down where we fought the cockroach demons,
Oh.
down the pit.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, it's possible.
It's possible.
Although it's a portal to Styx.
True. So it might not actually be any more likely to be near the demons.
Devils, yes, demons. Maybe not so much.
Bob, during our fast forward
Mm-hmm.
and the day before we set off,
Mm-hmm.
would I have been able to set up a contingency spell on myself?
Sure.
Okay. Just confirm this is the one. I think this is the one I want.
Well, Valera accomplished a lot, leading you guys down there.
Are we going down in the Gruyere?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's the
I think
plan.
yeah.
We're going. We have all the stuff ready.
Nature armor.
I will
Most pressing
aid the
thing.
three of us.
Mm.
5.
5.
I don't mind leading the wheel.
First familiar face you come across is nailed to a wall.
And who needs darkness? Dark vision?
We could probably just do
I can-
lights for a while. We don't necessarily have to
Okay.
or torches.
Yeah.
Just for a little while.
I will.
Yeah, save the spells for now.
Okay.
I think.
Bixby will just light a torch.
Yeah.
Okay. I got Kristen.
Is it Deckerson or Geckerson?
With a G.
Okay.
Geckerson. He was a holy man. He was crucified.
He's still got holes in him.
Yes. Got a lot
From
of
the
work.
crucifixion.
We probably don't need to talk to him for anything.
Fine. I didn't want to talk to you either.
Hi,
Keep going
Gaggerson.
by him. Hi, Gaggerson.
Hi, Gaggerson.
Well,
Sorry,
Wait.
urgent business.
Did I dream that, or was Geckerson dead? He faked it. Now I remember.
Yeah.
He
I
was
mean-
pretending to be dead,
he is dead.
but he was pretending to be dead.
Dead. Tend to be not animated.
No jokes today.
You guys didn't hang around. You're like, hi, bye.
You know where the portal to hell is?
Portal to hell. I don't believe I do.
Okay.
Oh, good day, Deckerson. Geckerson. With a G.
Deckerson. Middle name's Deckerson.
Deckerson, Deckerson?
That's right.
Your parents stated you.
What's your last name?
Deckerson.
Right. So yeah, you breathe by him, and Valera's in front. Where are you going?
The direction that Gree pointed us the one time.
Okay. After a little bit of traveling, Valera hears giggling.
And there's only one path straight ahead.
Where you are right now, yeah.
I hear Gree up front, guys.
Hey, you know what's great?
I'm gonna assume it's green.
Roll
Okay,
insight.
going.
I think she's probably right.
13.
That's not bad.
Kind of sounds like Gree. His usual little snicker. Yeah.
Okay. I
He
agree.
pokes out.
How are you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We're just passing through.
Is Alister with him?
No, we left him behind.
I've set up a contingency where when I'm targeted by an attack, I can cast mirror image.
Okay. Gree says in Abyssal, where are you guys going?
Way down.
You speak Abyssal?
No.
Hopefully to kill.
Does he want to accompany us for a little bit?
He can. He was nothing. He wasn't doing anything. I mean, he'd been a little rough with his toy, but that was about it.
Toy can't come with.
What?
Okay. The toy has to stay here. He's coming with.
I assume every time he's off screen, as it were, he's just lovingly restoring the stuffed animal.
He's lovingly doing something.
Uh-huh. He's not a thing.
I am.
Kind of is.
He has a brain and
That doesn't
a heart.
mean that
You
you're
assume.
not a thing.
He's,
I mean,
somewhat
I'm a
intelligent.
thing. It's just it's the least descriptive.
You're a person.
Yeah, a person is also a thing.
Why are there person, places, and things then?
Anyway,
You're an animal.
which is also a thing.
I know.
So he wants us to take out Shaitan.
He does.
Diatan wants us to take out the Green Devil.
Yes.
She does.
Maybe-
Diablo Ver.
Maybe the Green Devil wants us to take out Green.
Maybe he is the Green Devil.
Yeah, what is the
Minus
green
the
devil
end.
on all of this?
Some type of demonic triangle.
Maybe he's the Green Devil.
Demon.
He is. But AI art shows him more like an imp.
Yeah.
So
I'll ask him what he has in mind. Like, what does he envision is happening to Shaitan?
what do you mean what's happening to her?
Like, what's his end goal?
To
Like,
be independent.
and what does that actually get you?
Aren't you independent?
Yeah, but in our world, there's not really a hierarchy of demonic overlords that just subjugate everybody.
We have governments instead.
Yeah.
Sort of the same.
So
Yeah.
you might be free, but what's going to prevent the next
And not
demon lord?
not forever either. Like, she's not going to be dead.
Yeah.
She's just going to go back to the abyss.
But at least she'll be out of my hair.
Until she comes back, or
Maybe-
someone else comes back and
Maybe I can
subjugates
escape then. Yeah, maybe I can escape.
Maybe you can find a wizard to take you as his familiar. I don't know. I still don't speak Abyssal.
But he kind of understands common. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Because he'll like
That's
nod.
true.
Yeah.
It's true.
What will you do with this newfound freedom?
Maybe vacation somewhere. Mm-hmm. I hear Summerhill's nice.
Curious who he heard that from.
Summergale tourism board.
I can't imagine he gets too many visitors.
Between us, do you think realistically we shut this portal down and then go try and take out anything that's
I
left?
imagine they're going to be upset that the portal is closed,
Yeah.
so we may not have choice.
The Green Devil might have a problem with it. I'm not as sure about Cyan. Because it leads to hell, right?
Well, it leads,
To Avernus.
but it also leads to the River Styx, right?
It does.
Woo, goopsie whoopsie, I made a fucksy wucksy.
Does Styx connect to the Styx connects to the abyss
I
too,
think
right?
technically it connects to a lot of places, but I think in practical terms we'd be looking at a gateway into Avernus and the River Styx there. But I don't think we know that.
Didn't we get some knowledge that like this takes us into Avernus
Mhm.
near the River Styx?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
So-
never mind that.
Realistically, this is potentially also how demons have been getting
Yeah.
in. Okay.
Possibly, yeah.
Okay.
Potentially.
So this is a co-ed portal.
Sort of, but I feel like demons would have to go from the abyss into Avernus,
Right.
which
Yeah.
is a problem for them, and then through the portal.
Yeah.
Whereas devils could just like go to Avernus.
Sure, yeah, but the demons are going into Avernus by way of the River Styx, probably also putting them out near the portal. So, they're just running around the edge of the map. They come in, run around to the edge of the map.
Maybe. I mean, it's fairly likely hell has the River Styx fortified.
Dogs and cats living together.
Mm-hmm.
Mass hysteria.
They might both be pissed. I don't think we know.
Well, if they both get pissed and they both show up at the same time, then we might just have, an good old fashioned brawl.
I cast Magic Circle. We wait inside until they're done with their disagreement. Then we leave.
Hmm.
Also, it takes a minute to cast Magic Circle, so that wouldn't work.
And it's good for how long?
1 hour.
Yeah, so we could potentially get to the portal, cast Magic Circle.
Yeah,
That gives us an hour to try and close it down.
that's
We're-
the plan. I have at least.
And then once we close it down, we'll still have, hopefully still have 30 minutes. Maybe they'll show up in that time.
They might.
And then they'll be like, what the fuck? And we'll do the little Spider-Man fucking point thing. Does Gree have any thoughts on a good way to ensure that both Shaitan and Diablo Vert show up to the portal after we close it? Does he think that they would show up?
He nods.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Do you have a guess on how long it might take for them to show up?
No. Could be soon. Could be a while. I don't know. You could kill her now.
Well,
Can you ask him if he thinks they would notice if you were closing the portal during, like, the actual act of closing the portal?
I have a feeling they would. I have a feeling that any creature that's powerful enough to turn the portal on, namely Shaitan and Diablo Vert, they're probably attuned to it in some way that they'll be aware of changes that are happening to it. It's at least what I've read.
Okay. So you think we should just kill every demon we encounter?
Probably.
If they're around the portal or if we see them going to the portal.
Brief rounds.
Not you.
Well,
I don't know.
Bixby's just gonna, like, Take out a sword.
even
Lose some sword in its scabbard.
even though he's, a demon, it's
These can be nice.
he's still been helpful with information.
That's how they get you.
Certainly. But look at him. He's just...
Going around.
He's just so cute.
How can you not love?
a slightly phallic rock off to the side.
You gotta at least get it neutered.
Pulls a femur out of the gruyere. Would you have any ability to assist both of them in getting to the portal in a timely fashion?
You want them at the portal? Shaitan I could convince. I don't want to mess with the devil.
I mean, could you perhaps act as a messenger and let Diablo Ver know that Shaitan is ready to settle this disagreement once and for all?
What if he kills me?
That's a risk we're willing to take.
Not according to him.
I still don't speak Abyssal.
Oh.
Oh. That's a good point.
Margit. Apparently Shauna drew a boob.
Oh, never.
The 3 rings on the board.
A single boob? I don't believe it.
What did I do?
The portal. He said, Shauna drew a boob.
It does. It just has a big areola.
Where? What?
You drew a
Oh, my
boob.
boob. Yeah.
See?
I see what you're.
Oh yeah. Portal looks like a boob.
Yeah, you know what? There was something I was looking at for a
Okay,
spell, and it was like you and another creature become like a warded or a
Thank you.
bonded pair, and it's like when you take
Merci. What did the elves
take
say?
damage,
Blood and bond.
you maybe that's what it was.
But all right.
Where?
Could you ask him how far away the portal is?
Yeah, I was going to ask if
Gree understood what Edrian said.
Oh, right. Sorry, Kitty. I forgot. If you understand something.
And he'll
But you can't have to make so.
use like his little claws to say like,
Why don't you just tell Alister?
How many claws does he have?
Bree, how far away is the portal, and which way?
Oh, the 6.
Nope. We got one on there. He'll point and say easiest way to get there. There's a couple ways, but probably the best way if you go back, which is not far to where Gekkerson was at that fork. Go the other way, and then you're going to wind around a bit, kind of like you did trying to find the gray dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 3 miles. How many clicks is that?
5,
Oh.
give or take.
Ish.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat my moth Kidian. What?
About 3 miles past Gackerson on the right is where we're going to find that portal.
Apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Was that next in the
Yeah.
get them fat boys up in here?
Quality session notes.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to. I really want them to
Weaken each
duke
other.
it out, but I mean, Shaitan asked us to take out Diablo Bear.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she's gonna fall for any attempt to kind of like pit them
Right.
against each other, unless we push Diablo Bear to like engage her.
Engage.
Hmm.
Unless anybody has any other thoughts on that.
Valera. Mark Jade.
We just don't know where he is even.
Could burn Diablo Bear's house
I
down.
guess.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Too soon. Been late.
It's effective.
Tell him it was the Demon Lodge.
Yep. We'll take a brick, wrap a note around it that says Sayatan was here through his window.
Ah, the ice cream sandwich is classic. I love a good ice cream sandwich.
Now I'm just imagining this devil sitting in like a quaint little cottage,
Knitting.
like deep underground.
Much it's just assholes just show up and fucking firebomb
I
it.
don't know.
Runs out and it's like stockings and gown. It's like the hair rolls.
Yep. But would it be crochet or cross stitch?
Needlepoint.
Well, you all do know somebody who cross stitches. The ambassador.
I thought he was crocheting.
I think I said crochet first, but then I would pointed like this is what he's doing, and Dan said that's cross stitch.
Mm.
Crochet you use the
One hook.
yeah the hook. What about two hooks?
Needles. Or 2 needles is knitting.
Okay. What's the one with the grid?
Weaving?
Is that weaving? Oh no.
The plastic grid that you put the yarn and like you make this the house.
Yeah, like a little rug or something.
I could probably do that.
Like where you go back and forth through the under, over.
Yeah.
That's weaving.
Okay. Weaving. Learning all kinds of stuff today, James.
Ah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, what James said.
His wife's a hook.
Yes.
We were talking about beating hookers up earlier.
Grand Theft Auto. But does she play D&D, James? That's the question. And if not, why not?
Matt Mercer plays Magic.
I could see that.
Well, he's got disposable income.
Yeah, when they're alive, they're gone. Escorts. When they're dead, they're just hookers.
I don't know what anybody got any thoughts on
Bueller?
what to do with both a devil and a demon lord?
Well, you want to attune to the Nine Hells, which we would have to do before closing the portal. So we don't necessarily want them showing up right away.
Not really, because I can attune to it on the other side after we've closed it, and then I can plane shift us out back to the material
So
plane.
you're talking about closing it from the other side.
Oh, you want to go in?
That sounds
No,
way safer.
no. We could if we needed to. Like if we got there and we started closing it. And Shiatan and Diablover, or both of them, showed up, and they had forces on the prime material side. We could go in, do the temporary shutdown, and then do the permanent shutdown to keep them out, stuck on the prime material, and then we could then use that fork to attune, or I could do my ritual to attune, and then we could plane shift back to the prime material, and then they would effectively be cut off from any reinforcements, and then we could deal with them, kind of on our own terms.
Okay.
Or
side of that portal.
If we get to the portal, and there's demon force, or there's forces on the other side, and they start coming through, then obviously we have to shut it down from this side.
Right.
I mean, this thing also might be complete. Thing might be heavily guarded when we show up.
Yeah.
I'll ask Gree. What kind of resistance would you expect us to meet at the portal? Seeing as we've never been.
When you feel the slightest bit of resistance, you want to stop. Aside from that, I mean, the portal does go to the River Styx. So,
Yes.
That being the battleground for the Blood War, there's no telling what kind of demons and or devils.
I mean,
Yeah.
are there fortifications on this side?
On this side, on the prime material side, no, he doesn't believe so.
Okay.
But when you cross over, potentially, yeah. Why? Are you scared?
No, gathering information. We're literally walking to this thing.
Oh, you are walking?
Yeah.
You're taking him with you? You're like, should we take him with
Yeah,
you?
we've been walking and talking this whole time.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Time's the burning.
Time to
Got
burn.
places to be.
He's got
Portals are closed.
stuffed animals to hump.
Demons to stab.
What else you want to ask me?
If he has any thoughts on,
Does he know who opened that portal? Like, why is there a portal here?
It's been open for a long time. He doesn't know who. A really long time.
Is the portal constantly open, or is it dormant at the?
It's open right now.
Okay.
Last time he checked, it was open.
I feel like I'm just gonna assume Alister translated that for me. I feel like we deal with the portal first, and we worry about Diablover and Shiatan afterward.
okay,
We may not have to worry about Diablo Vera if we shut that portal. We have no
Maybe
idea.
we won't.
does I'm pretty sure Shiatan told us Diablover was already over here, but does Diablover go back and forth, to your knowledge?
Yes.
Okay. So potentially he might be on the other side right now.
Could be.
Okay.
So does Shiatan, doesn't she? Go back and forth?
She does.
Okay.
They have houses both places. They pay taxes in 2 different states.
Is Shiatan currently on this side?
I'm not 100% sure. I don't have GPS on her. But if I had a mechanic fish, I could track her.
Those
I'm working on that.
Those don't exist. No.
Well, keep leading the way. I think let's just go to the portal then.
All right.
Very good. You're talking magic. Yeah, Green will keep walking. You guys are walking for at least a half hour. You come into a large room, kind of like
A cavern.
yeah, kind of like you did with the Grey Dwarves. There's not much there. You get, the walls, very tall ceiling. You get the what is it? The dirt or stone? I forget what it was. Probably stone, because you got stone cutting. Cats. The
And cats.
Mary. In the room, Gree stops, looks around, and then scurries back to where you guys just came from. Roll for initiatives.
I was gonna say that's not good.
Usually a good sign, yeah. The carry leaves the
Oh! Oh!
Is that a good O? Or...
No! Oh!
Oh.
Hey, hey, oh, hey! So that's probably last for you.
Well, I've matched my initiative bonus.
Ooh.
Nice.
So, 1? Ooh.
2. Hopefully Sasha did
Roll
better.
them.
Yeah.
Funny. Oh.
Dirty 20.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how Valera did.
10.
Better than a 2. Edrian.
26.
No, when we're blind, we've got a torch, we've got some dancing lights. We rounded a corner and
Yeah, in a big cavern there. Bixby.
19.
Okay. That's fantastic. The reason why Gree kind of scurried out of the cavern.
Mama's home.
Mama's not the law.
That's such a good. I thought it was a good movie.
That was a fun movie.
I love it.
I think it's easily the better of the Dread movies.
Oh,
low
bar.
I haven't watched the other one since it like came out,
You're not missing it.
but it's kind of nostalgic, right?
At the same time, it's probably one of those things that best lives in memory.
Well, I'm gonna watch it anyway
Oh,
because I've been seeing a bunch of clips on it.
What are we watching?
The original Judge Dredd
And the one with Stallone.
and
And
Sniper.
Rob Schneider.
Oh my
Not,
god.
not,
Or
not,
no.
not Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
That's,
Demolition Man.
yes.
The far better film.
Oh,
It's Sylvester Stallone, and I think his brother is the crooked cop, the crooked judge. And Rob Schneider is like his little
I
buddy.
am thinking of Demolition Man.
Much better movie.
Much better
than
movie.
Judge Dredd. Yes, rewatch Demolition Man.
Shit.
I thought Rob Schneider's a carrot.
Doodly-doo.
Which also has Rob Schneider, but in a much smaller role. And that's important.
You start to notice, coming from the choked walls of bone, Betty's and a larger, actually medium sized, but
What do we see?
Betty's.
Betty's?
Yes, Betty White's.
Spelled different, Bob.
Spelled different.
Okay.
That joke.
Roar at that, Raven. Roar at
Raven's here.
it.
Raven's here for the Betty Whites.
Let him hear it.
Evening,
And you
everyone.
resubscribed. Thank you, Raven. Everybody's resubscribing today.
Thanks, Raven.
We're all wandering in the Gruyere and just rounded a corner. And Bob said there's a bunch of Bettys.
We're headed to a portal that goes to the River Styx in an attempt to shut it down.
But you have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself. You count 5 whites and a creature that looks like a skeleton clad in armor. The skeleton has 3 heads.
The hell is that thing?
Oh, that doesn't sit
Okay.
standard.
The guy from Holy Grail, he died.
He's got a little staff on him, too. Green robes. I'm sure it's fine.
Quick, what are stats?
What are the stats?
Yeah, what's the fine print say underneath?
But they're all about like human size.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's medium sized, and the skulls are
Matt, what's it say?
human sized.
Even if it was.
It doesn't actually give
Read it,
stats.
That looks like
Soul Lord.
Yeah, he's got the stats on his binder. On the book.
Yes, that's true.
And what is he wielding? Some type
He's
of
got a staff with looks like a staff with a claw on the end,
some type
clutching
of, like a granite
a
ball.
ball. Are your balls made of granite? Probably wish they were now. Ah. Woo! Woo! Yep. Yep.
Oh yeah, there's the ball.
In a big skeleton.
Always the Maryland.
She likes the boobies.
Pretty sure the skeleton was a male.
Yeah, but he's got
The
two
mini
extra
has
heads.
spoken.
He does.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're like extra
Like
rounded.
Edrian with a 26. You're up. You don't think Gree is going to participate in this battle.
Yeah, no, I got that. Well,
He might have even fled all the way back to his stuffed animal
that's fine.
for comfort.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is the skeleton thing larger than usual?
Medium.
Okay.
So are the whites.
Oh, everybody wants to see the skeleton.
Just okay.
Hold it up, Bob.
3 heads.
To the camera.
Oh, I did. But I'll do it again.
That's what they were asking.
Oh, yes. Yep. Skull Lord. Just so Sir Bixby can see.
Okay.
Undead. Yeah. Undead nature.
These skulls that are like right next to him,
On his shoulders, yeah.
do they look attached?
Yes.
So are they like moving independently?
Yes.
Ugh. Okay.
And you can see like he's like looking at you,
Yeah.
and his other ones are like looking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are they like the same as the middle head, or
3 different, distinctly different heads. Oh, probably
Like-
humanoid, but yes.
so?
We're not
Skulls from
flaming
different
skulls.
species.
No. No.
Same species, you think, but different people.
Yeah. So this guy like takes skulls and like
Like your skull
uses
Sasha's
them
skull.
to
Yes.
his body, and they become.
Oops.
He's got implants.
Yeah.
This is why God gave us divine smile.
He had a bad plastic surgeon. He put them up too high. Everybody can tell they're fake.
No, my traps.
My traps. How far away are these guys from us?
The whites coming out of the wall, from the sides. So those guys are, let's see. Let's say it's a 50 by 50 room.
It's a big room.
Big room. And you guys are probably in the middle. Well, near the entrance.
We've stepped in.
Yeah.
Is Dragonelle here?
Yes.
So I would say, what is it? 25 feet either way. Be the closest. You know. Yeah, whites on either side.
How many total whites were there?
5.
Okay.
And then Skull Lord. Yeah, he's towards the front. The other end of the room.
Still about 25 feet?
No, he's going to be.
He's at the far end of the room.
Yep, so 50.
Okay.
You could steal it. I didn't come up with a Skull Lord. It was, it is a published guy. Maybe? Yeah.
I mean, it says more games.
Yeah, MTF. Yep.
That MTF.
Alister's DTF
As we enter into this room,
with Nikia.
do if we survive, maybe we'll. Do we see what looks to be a portal in this room?
No.
What?
There's some sort of rest stop along the way.
Yep.
Oh, you bastard!
All right.
Okay.
As I said, you're just waylaid.
Yeah. This is the reduction of resources.
Yeah,
encounter.
this is clearly a random encounter.
You can rest afterwards if you live.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to move a little closer to the. There's 3 of the whites.
Yep.
Be within 20 feet of them,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to planar warrior and just start attacking. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. First attack's a 27 to hit.
For the white, yes.
Great. Do you need any sort of damage types split up?
For whites, no, your weapons.
Not too shabby. 7, 14, 15, 19, plus 6, 25 force damage.
The one white?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next white is a natural 1. And the third white is a 26 to hit.
That's a separate white.
Yes.
Gotcha.
For a whopping 9 damage.
Whopping.
And that's me.
That is you.
And were you just doing thrown?
Make them come to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Stop looking up spells, man.
Who said it was a spell?
I mean, that's pretty much all you ever look up in the book.
True.
And you're very clearly in the spell section.
Oh my gosh, right here. Edrian, Constitution save. Since you beat up on the whites
With my aura.
with your own.
Plus 3?
Yes.
That's a 15.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like, who's scratching what?
Sorry.
Mr. Skull looks at Edrian.
Oh.
Even the other 2 boobies look at you as well.
Oh god, they're cross-eyed. You need a new doctor, dude.
Points his finger at you, utters something,
Yep.
and you take 58 necrotic damage. You failed your save.
Yeah, I figured I did. Yep.
Huh.
Interesting.
Some kind of finger. Perhaps.
Did you-
Ew, he
Kind of
fingered me.
fingered.
It happens.
I didn't consent though.
Well, we're gonna kill him.
58, you said?
58. You're in a lot of pain.
I mean,
It's all relative. The lights aren't up yet, though. Sasha's up.
I'm up. He's kind of far
50
away.
feet away.
Mm. Could I cast Immolation on this Skull Lord?
What's the range on him?
Oh, 90 feet.
You could try.
We'll try. It's a DC 18 Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity, DC 18. Success.
Okay. Or half. So 76. Oh, Davenier wouldn't let that happen.
Up with that 3.
And the 3. Oh, I didn't even use a 4 and a 5. What a terrible roll. Okay.
Well, that's a lot better. Couple 6s.
Davenier knows best.
Daddy Davenier.
28, so he's gonna take 14 damage. Fail.
Nothing.
I think
That's it. That's
Yeah.
but it hit him. Yeah.
He evades that, and he takes no damage. Oh!
Shame on me.
Why'd you let her do all the dice?
She wanted to roll something.
Cute.
So Carl,
Carl,
you're not in hell yet, Carl.
we're not in hell yet. And are the whites? Are they solid creatures?
Yeah.
They are
Yeah,
solid.
I mean they're undead, but yeah.
They are not incorporeal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like if he bites something, he has something to bite.
They are physical. They are physical creatures.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Carl can try to run and bite and claw. That.
One of the whites.
Yep. This white here.
Okay.
So he's gonna do the pound straight towards and then hit with a claw. Carl. It's 25 to hit.
That will hit.
D4. Oh well, first a DC 12 Strength saving throw.
Where'd you go with Carl?
This one.
Success.
Okay, he succeeds. But it's 11 claw damage. Flashing.
Okay.
So he does not get knocked prone. Does Carl feel like he did anything?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. A little bit. Not as
Okay.
much as you would like.
Yeah.
About half.
About half.
Yeah.
And now, the Knight of Towerstone.
Hmm.
Couple questions.
Question 1.
I assume the cavern is dark.
You have a torch, don't you?
I have a torch.
Yeah.
So, it is dark, minus the torch.
Okay. I'm assuming I can drop the torch and like benefit from the light, but I just can't move it.
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna take the dragon all the way
Carl
over
with
to this guy.
Okay.
I'll drop the torch, draw the rapier,
Mm-hmm.
and I will attack Bone Daddy.
You got the torch about halfway, maybe.
Like a ways back a bit
That's a good spot.
as I'm flying over.
Make sure.
What's the dragon all speed?
More than
It's 60
Good.
flying,
Yeah.
so mounted combat lets me roll with advantage, but that's a shitty roll. 20 to hit, dirty 20.
20 hits.
Okay. Do you need the piercing and the radiant broken up?
No.
Okay. Then the first hit is 16 damage. Second attack. 24 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be 19 damage.
19 more. Good.
And the Dragonel will take the dodge action.
Dragonel takes the dodge. Fantastic.
That'll be my turn.
Immediately after that,
Mhm.
The Booby Lord takes his staff and whacks you with it.
Some kind of reaction.
Some kind of
Lair action?
Legendary.
maybe legendary. Something happened,
Okay.
but you got whacked.
How hard did I get whacked?
You got 8 bludgeoning and 13 necrotic.
All right.
He says to you, halfling,
One of the heads.
maybe, could be one of the heads. I know who you are.
I'll reply to him in Halfling. I don't speak Halfling.
Funny.
Make a wisdom save.
You know the whole fast for comedians.
Insight check from him.
I mean, most of them have charisma scores. The rest is dexterity.
Let
Except for the one that breeds rams.
Who has to be just like freakishly swole as halflings go.
Yeah.
That's great. Where the heck were we?
Bixby just went.
Bixby just went.
But
Right.
I'll go again if you want.
I just want to get whacked again. No.
Price of doing business.
1, 2, 3.
Burn up.
Bring it.
You got 2 over there. Well, Carl's right there.
I know.
We'll go with Carl.
So surprised. You're the one who sent him in there.
You sure did.
But
I should have went.
who would hit a cat?
Right?
Exactly. Carl's AC is 18.
Yes.
Very nice.
Good job.
Carl, Constitution save.
Okay. 12.
12. One of the, we'll say the white with the weird green head, drains Carl's life. First, he takes 8 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And his hit point max is reduced by 8. The second attack that was with a longsword. The second white on Carl. Hits him once. Constitution save.
6.
That's even lower. Yeah. He takes 6 more necrotic, and his max HP is dropped by 6 more. Carl's fine, though. He lives forever, except he does. Edrian, 23.
Yes.
Sounds right. Those 3 whites attack you, Edrian. Only 2 of them actually hit. Constitution save.
2 of them.
2 of them.
23 and a 22.
Both of those are a lot better than Carl.
My con's better than Carl's.
You take no effects to your max HP, but you just take normal necrotic damage of 6 for the first, 7 for the second, so 13 total. As they drain your life. Valera. Your buddy right next to you has 3 whites on.
You see that? So this one's what, a good like 5 feet away from me still, maybe? Or am I closer?
I mean, you could
Yeah,
walk 5 feet and get.
I only
Weird.
moved 5 feet.
You only move 5 feet?
So, yeah.
These guys are kind of smaller. They're kind of taking up like.
Yeah, good. Medium size.
I just didn't know if I had a disadvantage or not on a cantrip before I move up into melee.
Oh,
I didn't know how far away I was.
You wouldn't if
I
you-
wouldn't have if I do that first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Close. All right, so we are gonna firebolt the guy on the right, purple head.
The
purple head. You said what you're green for the other one.
Well, he did. I don't know what the green guy is, but he has like an orange cape on.
16 to hit.
For the white, yes.
$13
firebolt damage.
there, and then I will warhammer.
Oh,
Move up and warhammer that same one.
we're gonna suckers.
So 27 will hit.
That should hit.
Should. 10 bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
Magical bludgeoning.
Oh, roll some necrotic. That'd be perfect.
Okay.
Do you get to? All right.
I don't remember if they heal off necrotic.
I don't either. I guess we're gonna find out, aren't we?
Most things don't heal.
Yeah.
But we'll find out.
Might just be immune. Yeah.
I mean, some do.
Some do.
12 necrotic damage.
12 necrotic. Perfect.
How's he looking?
Not great, but
After that, much better.
That's what we're.
His eyes flare to life. Oh no! Giggling over there.
fantastic.
Um,
And that's Valera's turn?
Yep.
Last but not least. Alister.
Had this entire round
Yes,
to think
to read.
over your actions.
I'm gonna move
read my book.
that way,
Oh,
A straight line.
wonder what's happening.
and I'm gonna cause some electricity to start
He's gonna shuffle
collecting.
his feet over there.
And I'm gonna release a lightning bolt.
A bolt of lightning.
Yes. So I'm gonna need dex saves from all 3 of those individuals.
Good. What about your counterparts?
Nope. So dex save DC 17.
Perfect. You can roll your damage.
I was planning on it. Question is, lightning should be fine. Okay, we got some 5s, we got some 4s. 31 lightning on a fail,
Mm-hmm.
half on a success,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna roll a d10.
Oh. What are we doing here?
30 or below, I'm gonna be able to count
Rolled
this
in
again.
repetition.
okay.
30 on the nose.
Yeah. So again, 31 points of lightning damage for
Mhm.
those that fail, half bonus.
So they use the same save.
You also have to roll the d10 along with that. Use it to
No. I have a 30% chance of being able to recast this spell next turn without using a spell slot.
Right.
This is the damage I just did this turn.
Right.
This is my 30% roll.
Right, but it could be a 39.
Or a 31.
Like you still have to roll the d10
Right.
rolling
along
it.
with it.
Percentile.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
You have to roll like exactly 30 and that's it?
If it was a 20, then yeah, no one would care.
Yeah, so this
Balls.
Okay, so never mind. I was
Not below 30.
I was going with no, it's
I
not
hear
a
you.
percentile. It's you have a 30% chance of
That's a
rolling it again.
That's a percentile.
30% is a percentile.
That's the definition of a percentile.
But it
Okay,
would
percent.
be
Sorry, so I was rolling a d10 and saying one is
10 would be good, 20 would be good.
1 to 3 is
Yeah.
good, and then the rest are not good.
I guess
But percent would be
Yeah,
both does.
30% chance would imply that you're rolling percentile.
okay. Then no, I won't get to roll it again.
Well, that stinks. Just thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Because otherwise you're just going 30 to 40% when really it could be 30, 31, 32. So on.
Good.
Did you get it?
But then it says so on the next turn, so they would have to wait to the next round for them to take that damage.
no. I cast it again. Like I get a free casting of it.
Okay, immediately.
Is this a new spell?
No, it says robes of repetition.
Oh, the Robes of Repetition.
Yeah.
The new magic item.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new item.
Does that happen every time you cast a spell?
One for levels 1 through 5.
So basically,
Yeah.
that's a hell of a magic item.
Pretty good.
Gideon.
He's doing the dishes.
Good.
Handling business in there.
It's Alistair's turn.
That's me.
What about your familiar?
Where's Green?
retreated.
He ran away.
Yeah.
Edrian's back up. So, 3 whites.
Yep.
None of them are looking very good at all, but they're still up.
Remember that game? Coming down the stairs like an old man.
Mm-hmm.
Old man.
You an old man?
Neptune.
How old is he?
He's 8 years old.
Hmm.
Marshall was 8.
Older than I thought.
I know.
Seems like yesterday you had him as a little kitten,
Mm-hmm.
and he was a girl.
Her is.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, he's 8. Is that considered
Shush.
elderly for a cat?
No.
No.
Not yet.
Yeah.
borderlines.
Marshall leads a
I
geriatric.
want to hear it.
No. Senior.
Hagrid's geriatric.
All right. Well, all of them are within melee range because they all attacked me. So
Yes.
I will.
You go for the purple guy first?
Sure. We'll go purple and then middle and then other end.
Huh.
So purple is a natural 20.
Nice.
Planar warrior.
No gem.
Okay, it's planar warrior.
Only damage.
Stack in the dice.
But maybe it'll die. For real.
10, 19, 22. 28. Another 9. That's 37 force damage.
So in Baldur's Gate 1 or 2 terms, you like chunk this thing.
Sure.
Like body parts flying everywhere.
Great.
Classic animation.
Yes. Like,
Fantastic.
yeah.
Second attack.
Second attack.
Middle guy.
Middle guy.
15 to hit.
That's good. That
Okay.
hits.
Bless you.
Nice, Ron. I sneeze. I'm not allowed to sneeze.
That's 13 damage. And then the other one.
That one is destroyed too.
Fantastic.
You can thank Alistair.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I do. And the last one will hit as well. For 13 damage.
also destroyed.
Fantastic. And then I might as well move over to Carl.
Carl, can you get to Carl?
I've got 45 feet of movement, yeah.
What you want?
Oh, yeah, we got a lot of screen bugs coming through.
Where's Marshall Leaf? He'll eat him.
Nah, I probably do.
Hmm.
Nice fuzzy maw.
Or spider.
Or a June bug.
Mmm. He eats stink bugs too, doesn't he?
Yes, yes, he does. He likes June bugs.
Remember that.
It was a crunchy one. He crunched on it for a while. He kept he couldn't swallow it all in one piece. I mean, neither can Nakia, but.
Oh, I doubt that.
You never know.
Who's saying? Anyways, Sasha.
It's your turn.
Is
Carl is surrounded,
okay.
but Edrian's there.
I'm gonna. Thing I usually do, but
Going into melee.
yeah. I'm gonna over here.
Pink flame blade.
I'm gonna take that. Yep.
Gonna go for the green guy.
And I'm gonna ask Carl to help me.
Okay.
Right, yes, pink flame blade it. Played it. A 22. And then we've got dagger and cold and fire. Oops. 12, 17. So the one with the green head.
Mm-hmm.
And then this leaps over 2d8 plus 5, leaps to the other one.
Oh yes, the spell cleave.
13 fire to the next one.
To the Palpatine one.
Yeah.
Not green head.
To the
Right.
not green head. Yep. And I guess that's
He's
it.
hungry. He's outside sticking his paws in holes.
It's tiring work.
Good
And shitting in the tree line.
boy. One
what he-
less poop to
That's
school.
what he was doing when I got here.
Good job, buddy.
Like, walked up, sat down, and I saw him tail out, and I was like, oh, okay, he's taking it up. And then he bolted as fast as he could. It's like, yeah, he definitely.
Good job.
The post-poop
Bubba.
victory lap. For some reason.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got so light.
Hey, we did our best.
Fantastic.
Does Edrian still hand out the 2 good berries?
Mm-hmm. We have established that I do that. every day.
Good berry rations.
It's handy.
Mm-hmm.
That was Sasha's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Let's do balls on Alister's chin. What?
What's the range on that?
Touch. Give me a touch.
Okay, so he provokes? Is what I'm hearing?
It's actually caress range.
About 7 inches.
6 to 9.
Fine.
Uh-oh. It's pointing this way.
He fires a spell over at, who was that? Carl, Sasha, Edrian,
Uh-huh.
and the 2 whites. Constitution saves, please.
Oh, fair. I already did that.
All of us.
Edrian.
10.
Lower than last time.
It is.
Sasha.
19.
Carl.
12.
Okay. Well, so this yellow-green fog almost erupts from the ground,
Oh, no.
surrounding you. 20-foot radius.
Or skank. Skank
I mean-
cloud.
Don't talk about James's wife like
Aw.
Probably don't want to do that. You know, to anybody not sitting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one to go easy with, maybe.
Skank's another term for hooker, isn't it?
I don't know if that's any better.
Really?
Not in terms of crochet.
No.
No.
I was only kidding, James. 22 damage for
What is it?
Edrian and Carl.
Okay.
And then halvesies, so 11 damage for Sasha.
What is it? Is it the stink?
It's a stink.
I was hoping for
Someone made a
necrotic.
stinky.
It's cloudy.
Poison?
It's foggy. Poison damage.
Oh, sorry. What'd you say? 22?
22 for a failed save, 11 for a success. And you're still in the fog.
And is that obscuring visibility?
It is.
I knew. The door. Hi, buddy. What are you doing?
Heavily obscured.
Mm.
No bueno. But who the heck was next?
Sasha, I think.
You already went.
Yeah.
She went. Sir Bixby, though.
Okay.
And then the whites. Already?
Yeah, I ate.
That's all I come in for.
Alright, well, I will continue to attack the sword. Take the better of those two rolls.
Oh.
23 will hit. And I'm going to do a basic smite on him.
He is undead.
He is undead. Okay.
Archie.
Hello, princess.
So 37 on the first hit,
37, you say?
and he'll have to make a concentration check if Cloud Kill requires that.
He
18?
succeeds.
DC 18, I think.
He succeeds.
Okay, well, he's a jerk.
Sure.
And I'll hit him again.
Hey, you'll hit him again.
This time I won't.
Oh.
24. To hit.
To hit.
And then 17 more damage.
And another concentration.
Good job. Good job, Sir Bixby.
He succeeds.
And I'll call him a jerk and a halfling. And that's my turn.
He calls you a jerk in Dwarvish.
I don't speak that language.
You don't. But somebody in your group does.
He's
Would I
they're
hear that?
distracted, I think.
Maybe. Okay. Okay.
But maybe they hear that. Maybe they can translate for me later.
They called you a jerk.
Thank you.
Come on, come. I like it.
Mark off that spell.
Carl,
Carl.
Constitution save.
Carl's not great at Constitution saves. Carl needs help. Yeah, 20. Just kidding.
Okay.
Carl's like, we got this.
So he just takes 7 necrotic damage.
Okay.
A little bit of life drain. And then Sasha Constitution save. Since you wanted to go melee.
No, you're not very smart. 17.
Did they attack at disadvantage due to the heavily obscured?
Good point.
Does that still affect you within 5 feet?
Heavily obscured.
Don't
I
know.
think it does.
To the rule book.
What was that? It was a condition.
An 83. Heavily obscured area blocks vision entirely. A creature in a
Blind.
heavily obscured area effectively suffers from the blinded condition. Yep. So yeah, I will get disadvantage.
Good news for Sasha.
Mm-hmm.
With the disadvantage.
Well, actually, sorry, they're all blinded.
We're blinded.
So
too, it's a
attack
wash.
rolls have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So it's a wash.
Never mind. You still get it.
I'm getting it. Okay, Carl, we're doing our best.
Did they change that in the new one? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay.
Haven't memorized that book yet.
I'll check later. I'm curious.
So Carl just took 7 necrotic.
Carl got his necrotic.
No additional. Sasha rolled what for con?
17.
17. Just necrotic for Sasha.
Okay.
6 necrotic.
I'm gonna take 3.
You're gonna take 3?
Some shatter high.
That's right. Kill her. She's undead.
She's not undead. She's just another weird elf variant.
Yeah, she's not undead. She's just weird.
Yeah. She's a goth elf. Not an undead elf.
Is that the worst kind?
I don't think so.
There's definitely, it's gotta be worse kinds.
Do you listen to emo music?
No, she's like Sparkle Goth. It even says so on her character sheet.
She's like Hello Kitty God.
Ah!
Mm-hmm.
It's time for the goth, sparkly goth dwarf.
Nope.
Those are all dead.
I'll move up that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll go for.
Just gonna move or you're gonna dash. Looks like you want to do a ranged attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because what was it, 50 feet away?
Yes.
He was. He is.
So you could move about half of that.
You're like 40 feet right now.
Yeah, I guess I'll move the full 25, and then I'll.
Something like that, I think.
And then just try and firebolt him.
Wow.
What do I have?
Can we get in there? What do you got? Negative?
You don't want to get in there. 16 to hit.
16 misses. Sails wide. Crackles off the wall behind him.
Because dashing would take my full action.
It would.
It would.
Right, so I wouldn't want to get up there.
Do you
No,
have javelins or any other thrown weapon? Because I believe you can throw one as a bonus action after using a cantrip if you want. Just to like you
The
can. make a
hand
melee.
axe is thrown, right, or no?
Yes.
Yes. I don't know what the range.
I
I think it's.
wanna say
I think it's 20.
I
yeah,
think that's
I think
right.
it's 2060.
So I
So
think
you would
be-
have disadvantage.
I'll try and throw it then.
Hand axe 2060. So anything beyond 20.
Let's go for it.
What's the worst that could happen?
Hit Bixby in the back of the head.
Sorry, Bixby.
That
Not bad. So 22 with disadvantage.
Got him.
I don't have D6 out.
Well, that stinks.
Oh, cheap viewers on Streamboo.
Hey!
Oh shit! Let me get right on that.
Fragmented snobbery.
4 slashing.
Remove the space.
That's quite the name, honestly.
4 with a hand axe. Good. That's your turn.
That's my turn.
4, and then Alister. Still reading. Figuring out his robes of repetition.
No, we're going to.
You're kind of back there by yourself.
We're gonna stop that right now.
Oh.
I'm gonna move 30, so we're gonna go that way, and then I'm gonna bonus action Misty Step.
Mm.
We'll go get. Yeah, we'll get like right there.
Yeah. You're attacking the whites.
The white what?
No.
No.
The 3 white skulls.
And then we're gonna just do a chill touch attack
Oh.
on old boy.
Oh boy.
I don't think so. A 16 misses.
9.
That's me.
That is you. Luckily, you have Edrian. With 2 whites,
Right.
a Caracal, and a Shatterkai Sparkly Goth.
I will
Okay, up here?
see him, so I can't play a warrior. But I will make 1 attack on each of the whites.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 16 and a 20.
Both hit.
Great. First one is 8 damage. Second one is 9 damage. And then my third attack, since I attack 2 different creatures, I will try to.
Yeah.
I don't need to do that. I'm going to move out of the cloud.
Move out of the cloud.
Are you gonna provoke?
They can't see me. You have to see an opponent to make an opportunity attack.
You wanna go right there?
Sure.
All right, Sasha, you got this.
And I will say, Sasha, get out while they can't see you.
Look it up. Come on, Carl. Let's
I mean,
go.
you can do your pink.
Yeah. So I can have Carl help me. And I'll
He's not a seeing eye dog.
It's not
just-
going to matter. You have disadvantage
yeah,
anyway.
either way, it wouldn't affect me. Okay.
It's a wash.
So I'll
So you could
stab
just have
forward.
Carl attack if you want.
Yeah.
You don't attack at disadvantage. It's a wash.
You have advantage on your attack, but disadvantage because you can't.
Okay.
They can't see you. You can't.
They can't see
them.
it coming, and you can't see exactly where you're swinging. So
Okay.
So it's stupid.
So it's a 19.
Yes.
And then dagger, cold, fire, fire. Dagger, cold, fire, fire, +5.
yeah, it should almost be. You have. If 2 creatures are both blinded, they just both have disadvantage on their attacks against each other and no advantage.
Yeah, kind of.
So
Like I get
17
it,
on
but
the
at
green
same
head,
time, like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
pointless.
and then 12 on the other one.
This is Sasha.
Sasha. And then we'll both get out of there.
You're not gonna go attack first.
Carl helped me, which washed it. Is
No,
that what
no,
you're
it was a
saying?
wash without the help. So
Okay. So Carl bite out, and then it's just a regular. Yep. 20 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
12 damage. He'll bite at the red one. And then we will attempt
And then he's
to
going out.
get out of
Then he's
the
evacuating.
Yep.
So Carl bites that one. He evacuates with Sasha outside the cloud. You see Carl took a souvenir with him.
What do you get? Get an arm?
Yeah,
Nice.
like the forearm. Ripped it right off.
Can I flip him over?
Carl?
No, this way.
She's asking if he killed him.
Yeah.
Flip Carl over, give him jelly circus.
Yeah. I feel like he'd be a pointy boy.
As long as he's not in Savager mode, he's not as pointy.
The only thing in this cloud kills the white.
Good girl. Okay. The creature?
Not yet.
No, not shutting yet.
What do we get? We got Bixby right there.
Mm-hmm. Right up in his faces.
Right, he does have multiple faces.
I'm gonna face.
Yeah. 20 on the die is pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So he's going to strike at you with his bony little staff, with a granite ball in it. We're going to roll the crit first.
That seems reasonable.
Mm.
But he doesn't get a gem.
How do you know?
I'm guessing. But I'm willing to bet.
What if a gem pops out of the staff?
But then I'm taking it after he dies.
But can he truly die?
We're gonna find out, Bob.
I'm sure canonically he dies.
14 bludgeoning to start. And then some necro. $29 necro. How you feeling?
He's fine. He's gonna live forever.
He's not done yet. His second attack does also hit. Not a crit, but still. Do you know it's broken up? Oh, okay.
Good roll.
Sure is. Not bad on the first one. 44 bludgeoning and necro.
Okay. 44?
44.
That wasn't the crit.
It wasn't a crit.
A lot of damage.
Here's a lot of damage when you almost max him out. That's gonna be his turn. Yes. But you're up.
Okay. Well, I'll hit him.
He's still undead.
He is still undead. Well, I assume a 28 hits.
It does.
How's he looking? Out of curiosity.
I mean,
I don't feel like I've actually done that.
he's pretty beat up. I mean, you even gone for between you. Who else hit him? Somebody else hit him, didn't they?
No,
I tried
because
to, but nothing happened.
he took no damage from Emily.
Mm-hmm.
Threw the dagger.
And then
little bit.
Valera injured him with a hand axe.
Other hand.
Or yeah, but that wasn't much.
You did a lot of damage based on because you did smite once.
I did
At
smite
least
once.
once.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of damage you did last time with smite.
Well,
So he's got holes in his body.
okay.
Not sure if it's because he's a skeleton or because you did it.
Well, the first attack will do 15 damage.
15.
Let's see what the second one is. Yeah, I was hoping for a nat 20.
No.
It's not. It's a nat 8. But that gets to a 19 to hit.
That's good enough.
I'll throw out a basic smite. That's 25 damage.
You poke him in one of the eye holes. You can choose which one. He has 6 of them.
Mm-hmm. Boiled for choice.
Yep. And you make one of the heads a shish kebab. toss that aside. The rest of his body crumples. And he appears to be destroyed.
But was there a gem? When he crit me.
No.
Unfortunate. Well, I'll check the body anyway. If nothing else, I want to make sure it's actually all the way dead.
He's got a shiny necklace.
And Cloud Kill drops.
I'll kill him. There's a gem in his necklace.
I'll let Alister take a look at it, if he wouldn't mind.
Maybe after we kill this last guy.
Yeah, there's still a white.
That was in the
That's someone else's problem. I couldn't go over. I was thinking that thing died, yeah. I don't know. I was over here.
Just Bixby just sort of pulling shit apart. We're like, we're still in this.
He's like, you guys are, I'm not.
I believe in you.
So the white steps out of the cloud kill and then notices, oh, there's that little girl.
Too close.
Oh!
He passes by me though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like right by me.
No, you're up here.
Yeah, no, he passes right by me. Like he takes the long way.
Yeah, the scenic route.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
it. Oh wait,
He's
he's
like-
like swishy.
He comes over to you, he's like, you're next, and then he provokes.
Okay. That's the smart way to do it.
That's a smart way to do it.
Sasha.
Uh-huh.
What's Constitution save?
Like the 2 Constitution saves.
Forgot that thing was there.
Okay, that's that. This is the good one to succeed on.
Okay. 26.
26 is good.
Okay.
You're going to take 14 necro. Doesn't affect anything else.
Goodness.
You're also going to take, the second one is not a con save. That's the wrong values. Yeah, those are wrong values. Make it only 11 necro for the first one. And the second one, 8 more.
Plus 2.
Wait, what?
You're at
You
60.
get 2 back.
Oh, okay. And then minus 5 for the second one? 11.
8 for the second.
8.
So 11 for the first, 8 for the second, so 19 total. Valera probably hears Sasha
Yeah.
wheel.
I'll turn around. We'll firebolt him. Or we won't firebolt him.
Wow.
'Cause I'm thinking 11 is a miss.
11 is a miss.
And I'm gonna move up and swing my
Should
warhammer.
have did that in the first place.
Well, the warhammer's gonna hit. Done that in the first place. For 10 bludgeoning.
Mhm. No necrotic.
And on a necrotic.
No need for necrotic. You can tip them over.
Smash
Gently.
No.
It's the light. You can tip him over.
Fuck your shit! Was that his spell book? Hagrid?
The Lego?
While Valir was taking care of the last white, again, Bixby was searching the body. He found a gem necklace around the neck of the skull lord.
Which neck?
Good point.
Central?
It's weird. There's only one neck. The other two ones are like on the shoulders.
Okay, that's just
Yeah.
That's weird.
Again, it was a botched boob job.
I'm gonna caution. Don't touch it with your bare hands.
I'm not going to touch it at
Yeah,
all.
wrap
I'm
it
going to
first.
point the wizard at it.
Okay.
What was your
Well-
detect magic and you're knowing what magic shit is?
Yes. Well, if we are out of combat, I'm gonna look around, surveying the area. Periscope depth. No other hostiles.
moment, no.
Okay. Take a minute because the might get drawn to the din of battle.
60 seconds goes by. It took a minute. So.
Yes. So I'll move over to the body. I will mage hand the necklace off of the undead, and I'll say, I think we should probably continue moving.
Probably. Do you want to take the staff too?
Oh, does the staff look important?
I mean, it's got a granite ball in there.
A what ball?
Granite.
It's a nice looking ball.
Sure is. Nice and hard. I don't think you want your balls to be that hard. But anyways.
I'll ask Gree how much longer we have to get to the.
Breeze gone.
Bree, it's okay now. Bree?
Yeah, I'll kind of call back to the entrance of the.
In
cave.
Abyssal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're okay, Bree.
That comes out of a shed.
Yeah. Come here.
You see his beady little eyes.
How much further do we have?
Has the threat been neutralized?
Yeah. Everything's dead.
Again.
Not much longer.
Okay.
Maybe
Half an hour?
not even.
20?
15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
It just kind of came out of the wall. Bones.
Yeah.
It's
Let's
almost
advance.
like filling the walls with bones was a dumb idea.
Let's advance at least a few minutes, and then try to find a place to hole up for a while. And then
You hold up right here.
yeah,
Sounds
there was a fight just here, and I don't want anything to be drawn to that.
No blood was spilled.
Blood was definitely spilled.
There was
No enemy blood
there
was
was
spilled.
You're right. Enemy Ichor was spilled. Yeah, I guess let's just take a moment. If you guys want to, do you want a short rest?
I took almost 100 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Oh no.
I took over 100 points of damage.
Okay.
You weren't even fingered.
I wasn't even
Even you got fingered.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of that was from being non-consensually fingered.
I just got sticked a few times.
Okay. Well,
That's healing.
yeah.
You do have a lot of healing
Oh.
potions. And you also have healing.
We have healing items of various kinds. I want to use
You
the
have a
dice
chalice?
first.
Yep.
We have the chalice, we have the cloak, we have
Okay.
other things.
I don't need to short rest.
You
So,
keep watch.
I will move to the front.
Before we short rest, I will detect the distance and direction to the nearest planar portal,
That makes sense.
just to see if Gree is being true.
You're getting a ping.
What do your
on
planar eyes see?
You're getting a ping on your radar.
Circular object.
Like a
Hole.
like a boob.
A gaping hole.
Now Sean is going to draw a boob again.
Well, needed the pair. Needed the other pair.
The lone boob is sad boob. Anyway, hit die.
Yep. And while they're doing that, I will detect magic as a ritual on both the necklace. Well, I mean, I'm going to just detect magic, and
Yeah.
I will detect magic, and then I will, if both of those items ping, I will cast Identify as a ritual on both of them. Again, not physically touching them, but I'll have mage hand kind of hold them up,
Figure that.
spin them as I need
Mm-hmm.
to.
Yeah, the
Just don't
staff,
want to touch anything cursed.
the staff is giving off some magic. The gem is not. The gem necklace is not.
Okay.
You can identify it as a bone
If you
staff.
want, I'm still down a bit.
A bone staff.
A bone staff.
Again?
It's a +1 weapon.
First or
Plus, we'll
second
do
level.
extra 46 necro.
Dealer's choice. It
Not crazy.
Is your decision.
And it's
I'll
a
down
staff, so it's one or
32.
two hand. It's got versatile, right? So it's like a quarter staff.
Mhm.
Okay. Quarter staff is versatile, right?
Yeah, he was wielding it two hands, so he got the 1d8.
Yep.
And then 46 necro on each hit.
Does that require attunement at all?
Total. Because I had my
20.
total.
It wasn't tuned to.
No, because it was 18. Because I had the
So
plus
it doesn't
3 for
require
wisdom, and then
right.
plus
Probably not tuned to him
plus
anymore.
spell, yeah.
Unless he comes back to life.
Nice. Thank you so much.
Do you need any healing?
No, I'm full.
Okay.
Does that top everyone off? I
Close
thought I
enough.
heard you use the
Do
spell.
you need any healing?
I'm okay. I'm just
I'm
checking
only
out
down
Carl.
to
Carl
so
can only
I'm-
go up
I'm good.
to 66 total. Jade.
All over the carpet.
Oh, good girl.
And that hit point reduction, I think, is until long rest
Girl.
or until I actually don't remember.
When do the boss hit points return? Like the hit point reduction? Is that a long rest or a short rest?
I don't know if it's a rest.
Usually it is.
Long rest. Okay. Carl's got to take a long rest. Or he'll just have minimized hit points.
I think he's just gonna have minimized hit
Which is fine. Going to hell? Not a big deal.
If there's a fight, maybe he'll just have to become a savager.
Or he can run and flee like Drake.
Oh,
You
that's
accept
way
being grappled?
You've accepted scoops.
I'm ready to liquid out of this.
She'll turn.
Shouldn't.
Any second now.
Oh man.
Where's that?
Actually, a good girl sometimes.
Well, she has her moments.
She does have her moments.
The food dish is empty, so she's like, which one of you is gonna love me?
So the staff is a bone staff, plus 1 weapon, and it did what? 4d6?
46 necro.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
Do you want some crunches, baby?
On every hit?
Every six.
Oh, I think one of the two of you should take
It
that.
sounds like it's too good to not be cursed.
Well, I wasn't told of any curses when I identified.
You wouldn't be.
Alright.
It is a little
Given
tough.
what I've learned studying magic.
And also your recollections from eye patches. The like.
Yeah, I'm feeling trauma from a past life.
Yeah, Bob items.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's 5d6 per hit
Well,
using it one hand.
is the necrotic in place of physical damage for that stat?
Physical, you get bludgeoning damage plus you
So
get
regular
46
staff damage.
Oh.
Yep.
plus 46.
plus 46.
Yeah,
Not
Give me the
bad.
cursor.
that's wildly strong. If
Not
there's
great.
If there's no downside.
But is there a downside?
It does require attunement.
Okay. Well, let's hold off. I mean, I can carry it if you want.
Give it to the dwarf.
Well, I mean, do you
Carry
want it?
carry it.
It would be a 1d8 using it two-handed, but
Well, Valeria's using a shield, right?
no.
No, she's
but
not.
no, because
She's heavy weapon fighting style.
That's right. Yeah.
she's a great weapon fighting.
So if you're using a weapon with two hands, that applies, right?
Yes.
Doesn't have to be heavy.
You can use the staff in two hands. I don't think it has any requirement as to.
No.
What did you do with the Grey Dwarfs? Did you two-hand them? Or you just go one?
Yeah, look up the
Ah.
She went skiing. So.
look at heavy weapon is different than two weapons.
Always
or
do.
two-
Great weapon
Great
fighting.
weapon fighting is if you're wielding a weapon and
You
two
turn him
hands,
down.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When you roll a 1 or a 2 on a damage die for an attack you make with a melee weapon that you are wielding with two hands, you can re-roll the die. The weapon must have the two. Oh, it must be two-hand or versatile. But I think the staff
It
is
is-
versatile.
It is versatile. That's what I wanted to check.
So I mean, that wouldn't be terrible for you.
It would be great for her.
Mm-hmm.
She already
As
has a
well
weapon
as-
that does necro.
Yeah,
It's
but
got
that does
chance to do that.
guarantee.
And it always does it, and a lot more of it.
So unless it's cursed,
I think that's the limiting factor. Like, how would we?
yeah, I mean, you might just become undead. I mean, you know,
grow too
I mean,
much.
maybe we hold off.
Killer.
Which you
Becomes
can't
undead.
use it because it requires
Yeah,
it. To.
two.
Well,
So
he
it
could
can't
do
curse.
it over the course of a short rest.
We'd have to take another short rest.
Yeah, he spent the short rest like identifying.
Okay.
So either way, one of us could carry it. If we're not attuned, it wouldn't curse us in theory.
Well, I mean,
Right.
I haven't
Generally, that.
I haven't
Generally,
touched
that's-
it yet, so you can be my guest to carry it.
For what it's worth,
I will carry it, and
I was gonna say, for what it's worth, I have touched it and it hurt every time.
No,
No, you
it
will
touched you.
touch.
It
Yes.
touched you.
Yeah. Yes.
What did you learn of the necklace?
It's completely mundane.
Is it pretty?
What are
The
the?
elder goblin would like to know what the jewelry looks like.
Well, jewelry, not that.
I think we could
But you know what
potentially
that
use
looks
some
like,
of the gems that are on it.
You know what the staff looks like.
Yeah.
The necklace was underneath his arm. But that's the
Given the
Did you check his armor?
it wasn't
not meant.
yeah no. Given the bag of assorted gems that I already have,
Oh.
worth 750 gold currently,
Yeah.
what would I value the necklace to be about if we were to pull like the gems and stuff?
Yeah, why don't we let Bixby aside? Off your little table there. See what it is.
Roll me a d6.
Oh, D6.
So I'm gonna get a 5 gold piece necklace.
It'll be at least 10.
Oh, okay. That's 3.
Okay,
So
that's the
100?
that's the 100.
Okay.
So d10 to determine, I guess, what the gem would be.
7.
Jet, opaque, deep black.
Okay, well that's fitting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Valera's got the staff now?
unless one of you guys wanted to carry it, or at least meantime, I don't
No,
mind
just
carrying it.
hold on to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hang on to it because I
Attune.
mean, it would be a good thing for you to. We can have you attuned to it later and
Mhm.
be ready to break any curses.
Actually,
What is it? +1 bone staff?
for what it's
Close.
worth, I have remove curse prepared.
Oh, that's good.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we
Put
don't
it in.
necessarily want
Call
to
it
take
a
more
bone
time.
staff?
Yeah,
Is that what it was?
+1 bone staff.
But we don't know what the curse is. Maybe it just inverts your skeleton or
Right.
turns you into a skull lord or
Turns your
something.
skin inside out so all your hair is growing into your brain.
Yeah, and at that point, do you really want the curse reversed, or do you just want to just put you down?
And you said it was what fruit was it for the necrotic? It was
46. Each successful hit. You have a backup character too, so
Yeah.
just in case.
A
And
couple
it
backup
also will
characters.
Just a
do
couple.
The regular stuff.
Yeah,
I just got to look at it.
1d6 or 1d8 if you're using a 1 or 2-handed.
So what is the two-handed?
1d8
1d8.
plus 4.
There's no way it's
It's
cursed. You should
definitely
just use it.
It's
It's 100% cursed. So we're gonna put it on here because it's.
It was an undead guy with 3 heads. It's cursed.
Maybe Valera will grow some extra heads.
Valera, I believe in you. I'm just never going to touch it.
The Skull Lord had more heads than.
That's true.
Like
Headed trip?
having a bunch of extra heads is like, what is it? Some type of clout in this land?
Skull's Gaylord is an outlier and should not have been counted.
And they weren't his originally.
No, but they were
So
attached to
I mean,
possession.
yeah,
Not
but
intent.
like any doctor, you know, can do that.
We've all stolen bones before. He's not special.
What about Ettensen 2 heads? Then?
Sure
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Nice, Ron.
Let's gather our things
Move forward.
and continue on.
Can I request a dark vision spell?
Oh,
You
Yeah.
cast upon me?
Yep.
Do you want to do it like we did before? You twin it and I'll cast it on
twinning.
Yep. Twin for you and Carl.
myself.
I mean, I'm still good.
Yep.
I don't. So
We'll each use a spell for and you use some sorcery point on top of it or whatever.
And I'm also going to cast protection from evil on myself.
How about spell cleave your dark vision? I don't know if that would work. Probably not.
Damage.
Oh, just damage.
Yeah, I don't want to extra damage. Let's start.
Oh. I thought protection from evil lasted an hour. I don't cast that yet.
Only a minute. 10 minutes.
Yeah.
How big is magic circle?
10-foot radius.
What about your, whatever you cast? Your little wall.
10 by 10 by 10 by 10 by 10 by 10 by 10.
It's
With a hole in the back, if you want.
mhm.
10-foot planes. 10 by 10.
Or it's there's a hemisphere that you can make.
Mm.
Man, this is the important part.
So gather our things and proceed
Onwards.
towards the portal.
Good. Hopefully you'll find the portal, but it's going to have to wait.
So next week.
If everybody's free next week.
Yep.
As I know.
Couldn't even let us get there. Huh?
Nope.
Wow.
But you're prepared?
Ah.
Who knows? You might get waylaid again. I mean, you are in the Gruyere, which is a dungeon.
And then we can get to the portal the week after next.
Possible.
Stop stalling, Bob. We're gonna close this shit.
I mean, in terms of the game, you're not waiting a week to get to the portal.
No
It'll
shit.
be 15 or 20 minutes.
Don't care about the game.
Want the portal? I literally spent a week training for this.
And in the game. And out of the game. We're going to a week training. Not going to make it wait a week longer. It's not
It
fair.
was very method, I have to say.
We're committed.
What did the bare naked lady say?
You got spam?
It's been. You know that song.
Do you know that song?
Okay. Sing the rest of it.
I'm not gonna sing the rest of it.
1 week since you looked at me.
That's right.
Drop your arm to the side and say you're angry.
3 days.
That you laughed at me.
What about Chickadee China, the Chinese chick?
Something, something.
Have a drumstick and brain cells. Watching X-Files with no lights on.
Like Dark Vision.
I don't know the words, but as they're said, it comes back to me.
Yep.
That's all I got.
Stephen Page, meth addict. He's one of the singers. Or he was a meth addict. Or crack, or something like that. I don't know. He got tied up with some bad stuff. But
Picked up
with
a-
that Chickadee China.
yep,
Yeah. Picked up a bone
He
stack
does,
in
or-
the alley.
did have a house out in Cuse, even though he's Canadian. Probably moved back to Canada since, tariffs.
Better healthcare.
Hopefully everybody can join us next week, like Raven, James. Somebody wanted to check them out on whatever that was.
They're gone.
They're gone.
Stop it.
So the
Sprinkling with
we have resubs.
Next stop.
Dan.
Again.
Ace stopped by.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bob with the gifted to James, and Raven with the resub for 11 months.
I
And
didn't.
James with the donation to
11 months in a row, 12 total.
Oh yeah,
Yes. And James with the donation to Extra.
Yes.
he did for the kids with the
Bringing us
correct
up.
link.
Bring us up to 30, doubling our extra life donation so far this year.
Look at that.
Well done.
So we got to keep doubling it. Next one's got to be up to
Double
60.
it and give it.
Mhm.
Give it to him again.
Give it to the kids. Use both hands. Until next week, RP's evil.
Think before you speak.
This is why.
No, just cut. Just cut.
RP's evil, you got it.
Don't let speak again.